Based
After Dark. Welcome to Based After Dark, episode 35. Today's guest is the esteemed Ted Cruz.
and he loves bowling alley shoes. Let's go.
Shout out.
Tell us about it. Tell us about it.
That's how we start, man.
That's how we start. Sorry.
Dude, I'm having a great fucking night. I get off work, I go to the bar, have a good time. I get back to my computer just now. I sit down. Fuck you, T Papa. I resub to this guy 21 months, and the whole chat is just exploding. And I'm like, okay, clearly they were talking about me. He's like, yo, thank you for the 21 months. How long have you been in the stream, by the way? And I say 10 seconds. So obviously I popped the VOD. And this motherfucker is out here telling his whole stream that I look like Ted Cruz because he saw a chatter say it. And it's not even like this isn't like a thing people come into my stream and tell me, man. It's not a thing people come in and tell me.
It is now.
But
Yeah.
Dude, it was one person, man. You ever have those trolls?
Hamsey,
like,
to be quite honest, like if you look around in this group right here, you look the most like Ted Cruz out of anyone.
Yeah, do you think you look unlike Ted Cruz? Like let's clear this out here. Let's dig into this a little bit, dude.
All those posts about pro-life and or pro-choice, and you're just Ted Cruz.
Listen, man. What I think this is, you ever have those trolls that it's like clearly one person that comes back to your stream and is making alts and just like they're there to fuck with you, but they're also kind of like a serial killer where they leave like little things to like let you know that it's
serial
you.
killers.
I think you're schizophrenic. I think you have a cork board and you're like tying all the names together with twine, and it's just 20 different people.
You should see the other side of this wall. What's on here? No, man. I'm sure it's one person. He comes to my stream all the time. He makes alts. All the accounts are made.
Oh god.
In the last like day.
Drop some names.
And this guy comes in and tells me that I look like Ted Cruz. Like he'll come in and be like, "Oh my god, Ted Cruz on a farm run. Oh my god, Ted Cruz Inferno. I didn't know you could do Inferno, Ted Cruz." Like it's like the same it's clearly this. It's not like a thing that people come in and tell me. It's like it's
You're
one
so
guy.
fucked up
Vote
this
for Ted
podcast,
Cruz
dude.
if he could
Everybody's
do
gonna call you
Inferno. would look just be honest. If he could do Inferno, would you vote for him?
Did he have to borrow a Tebow for it?
That's a good question.
Is it?
Yes,
Are we
of
talking
course
like
he had to borrow Tebow.
Iron Inferno?
Oh, he doesn't play. Ted Cruz
Yeah,
is not a fucking Iron Man. Look at him.
The
dude.
lobbyists
He's
are
no
going
way
to
Iron
fund
Man.
him at Tebow. They're going to make it happen for him.
Ted Cruz is definitely. I'm sorry. Ted Cruz would 100% play an Iron Man if he was in. You can't tell me he would not play an Iron Man.
Nah, they stand alone. They can't take hand up.
I play an Iron Man. I don't want him. I don't want to be associated with him, bro.
I don't either.
What makes
Unless
you
he's
think I want to be
Hamsey.
associated with Ted Cruz, bro?
And we're literally talking to him.
Okay, hold up.
Yeah,
Do you guys think
Well, who would
this?
you be?
This is theoretical, by the way. I do not mean this, government. If you're listening, if we killed Ted Cruz and put Hamsey in his place, would anybody notice? Like, what do you guys think?
Notice.
Yeah, he's like the left wing.
like
I
visually,
mean, maybe his
visually,
wife might notice. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Of course, dude. Hamsey's going to come out to the rally fucking DJ and just playing some fucking bobs. People are going to be like, damn, I kind of like
dude,
Ted Cruz
I would-
now.
Dude, if they had
Big
fucking
Cruz.
DJs at political rallies, I would be so much more active, dude. Oh my god, are you kidding
For
me?
sure.
Handing out like mixtapes at poll booths.
Which Hamilton, you are quite a proficient DJ. Is that a well-known talent, or is that like top secret? Do people know that you're a DJ?
I mean, it's not top secret. It's not really. So honestly, none of my DJ crowd really comes around anymore, except for one guy. I have one guy who still comes around the stream all the time. But I actually, before I was a RuneScape streamer, I was a DJ streamer. I used to stream DJ sets like from my house and
Sick.
from my backyard, and that's literally how I got into streaming, like way before I even ever. I mean, I was playing RuneScape at the time, but never streamed it. Like I
Last
got
question.
on Twitch to stream DJ sets, and I still have a guy who comes around all the time and asks me about it. Like,
which is kind of sick.
Damn.
That's kind of tight.
He's like, yo,
Yeah.
DJ
Yeah.
Ted Cruz.
People talk about the whale. Whoa, people talk about like Wales music and stuff, but honestly, Hamilton's got some fucking bangers.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I
I've told
I
so many
tease,
people.
bro.
Yeah.
And there's always
Every
some bombs
time.
going on, dude.
Oh, Hamsey, what kind of just because I'm curious, because I used to meddle with the DJ. What kind of mixer did you use?
Well, there was definitely like stages of progression. When I was in high school, so the way I learned ever, like first time, like ever fucking around with music, was like way different from what anyone else would do. They would normally use like a mixer where you mix like two tracks together. My best friend in high school was a DJ, and he used a MIDI controller, and he did it in Ableton, which is like for like making beats,
Holy
not
shit.
necessarily for DJing, where he would load up like 16 tracks and just kind of like have couple tracks going at once. So that was kind of how I learned how to DJ, which like kind of was a different
That's
way to
crazy.
look at it from the beginning. But then I bought my own Newmark controller. I ended up getting a tractor that had no jog wheels on it.
Holy shit.
So it was just all
I know,
like
that's
MIDI,
crazy.
which was kind of like
I don't
what
know
I
what that
knew.
means.
And then
Now you're just
obviously
throwing
I
words
ended
out
up
there, bro.
getting-
Like I don't know if you're just making shit up or you're like actually.
No,
saying
no, he's
something.
not. He's not.
I mean,
Yeah,
basically, it was
I
way
she thinks
different
my
from
tractor's
what
sexy
your
too,
what
but
your
I don't know.
normal. Normally DJing, you have like the two jog wheels, and you have like two tracks going at once, and it's like mixed
how
from
you,
track
like,
to track.
Scratch like
Exactly. Yeah. And I had
Jog wheel.
I had one like when I started getting really into it, I had one that had nothing like that. It was all just kind of buttons, and like you go in preset like where you want like the song to start. If you touch this button, you can start it on like different parts, and yeah. So I got into that, and then eventually when I started actually like playing out at bars and clubs and things, I had to learn the Pioneer, the like industry standard, just kind of how everyone does it. Like you walk in any club, they've got like the Pioneer CDJ. So I eventually just learned that and just like full rode that on, because that's like if you're going anywhere, that's usually what they have.
I was going to ask you what
Looks
your
like
style
the-
was. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No,
Want me to go?
you're up, Prison Joe.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you what like your style was. Did you use a lot of effects? Because the DJ style, there's like, you can tell who's DJing. You really can just by the style. And like, were you more of an effects guy or just seamless transitions, or how was your style?
I'm more of the seamless transitions, man. I don't overdo it, dude.
the
Honestly,
best
not
way.
to get like snobby about it, but like I would
Get
more consider
snobby.
myself.
I wanna know
I'll
the
get fucking
snob.
snobby, man. I'll get
Yeah.
snobby.
Yeah.
No, I'm all for getting
more
snobby.
of a. I'm more of a selector, different from a DJ.
Let's
like
go.
a selector,
Yeah.
I'm
I
just
like
choosing
that.
the tracks, and I'm just
DJs are
bringing
down
them
here,
in.
selectors are up here, bro.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah,
You're,
I'm
You're
saying,
letting the
you know.
music do the talking, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how I like to like
I
edit
just think you like
videos.
this track.
I think this is true though. Like you should not be worried about the DJ when the music's playing. You shouldn't be thinking about the DJ. You should be enjoying the music. If you keep thinking
No.
like, "Fuck, why does DJ keep playing that fucking air horn?" Like that's probably not a good DJ. You know?
Yeah, you got some guys that like pull the flanger all the way up and want you to hear this like fucking echo that they're doing, just so you can like look up at them, and it's like you're
Yeah.
doing a little bit too much.
I agree.
do you still like DJ frequently, or is that just like something?
It's definitely been a hot minute. I started moving actually like away from the DJ, like actually being the one in the booth. I got more into like event curation.
Ooh.
So I had a crew. It was like 4 of us, and,
Dang,
and we would
okay.
throw shows in the area where we'd kind of have like a concept, and we would find usually like one like artist that we would like throw our whole budget at. I'm not talking anyone big, like someone that we would pay like maybe $1,000 total to like we'll fly them out from like LA, New York, something like that. Have them play a small show, have some locals open up for them, and got a little bit more into like making an event from scratch and like seeing it come to light.
When
But
you
it's
say,
definitely
like,
been a hot minute.
curator. Like like I feel like I've asked you this before, but what's the difference between a curator and like a promoter who DMs hot girls on Instagram and says, "Hey babe, come on, pretend like this event's really cool. I'll give you a discount."
Noble wants that job. This is why he's asking.
I mean,
a promoter
you
would
got right to it.
usually be tied
Sleazy
to
as
like
fuck.
Well, they're pretty sleazy, yeah, because they're just trying to get money in their pocket for
Unreliable,
like a
bad
because
people.
they're hired by like one
Did you
specific
have
venue.
Ignoble, what happened to you, bro?
Yeah,
Are
you have
you
a bad
okay, bro?
experience.
Are
What's
you
going on?
okay?
Goddamn.
Bubba,
No,
you all right?
Everything's okay, man. I feel like 50% of the time, like me and my friends are like try to book something at a club or something. Promoters, I was like, yeah, we'll do this, we'll do all this type of shit. 50% of the time, it falls through. I don't know why. It just always fucking does. So
Did that guy bully
I
you
mean,
in high
yeah,
school?
a promoter is trying to get you to buy a ticket
maybe.
to the show or buy a table at a venue. They're usually hired by the venue. That's why doesn't matter to them what the show is. A curator is more like you can be having shows at different areas or different venues, and you actually are putting on the show. So you care more about like the vibe that's going on.
That makes sense.
That's dope.
You're a vibe curator.
Oh, I mean, I'd say more of like a vibe patrol, but
Oh, ooh, okay.
Roll.
I like that.
That would be a sick
did-
like merch Vibe Patrol.
Dang,
That's a really
Hamsey.
good idea.
Hamsey.clothing.
Hamilton,
maybe.
how was the bar tonight? Anything
The
interesting
bar was-
happen?
Not particularly. No.
So what? So
Not
can
really.
you explain why you're out drinking on a Wednesday night in the middle of the fucking week?
I have
Everything good at home, bro?
It was a
it's
fundraiser
great.
for Cruise Industries or something, probably.
Fuck me, man. Come on, dude. Is this gonna be the theme of the night?
Yeah. The title of this is gonna be Ted Cruz. That's just gonna be.
That's
just gonna be the title.
That's a great title. That was a good title.
Yeah, like you see the thumbnail, and people are like, "Wait, is that Ted Cruz?"
Dude, imagine we did
Bro, we
get
got
Ted Cruz on the
base.
podcast, bro.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
I'm just gonna edit
I
Tom Cruise over him for the
I've
thumbnail.
got a homie from college that's in town, so I don't know. He's on like a weird schedule, so we
Okay.
just decided to. And I was getting off work, and I was doing this podcast tonight, so I was like, I'm not going to stream, so I have a couple hours between work and this. So
What's the drink of choice
What's
at the
your go-to
bar?
drink at the bar? Ooh.
What's a drink?
I mean, I'm
You
usually
guys
just-
got a kiss now.
That's true.
I mean, tonight I was just drinking beers, but I don't know. It depends on the situation, man. I'm a big old vodka Red Bull slut.
Oh, what a great
Oh,
segue
my.
into the drinks that Max and I had this weekend.
Oh, you were just waiting to talk about this, weren't you? Dude? You had it locked and loaded.
Thank you so much, Hamsey, for going to the bar tonight so that we can talk about how Max and I had
Yeah, bro.
Louis the
Hamsey, thank you so
13th.
much. Thanks for
I
joining the
heard you got
podcast so
drunk.
Me and T Papa can talk about what we did and drink you.
Drink.
So,
Well, I'm actually very interested to hear about this because
so me
came
and
into my
T Papa-
stream like fucking up all his sentences and was like, "I'm drunk, I love you." I was like, "There's no way he's like."
dude,
I wanna
we
be
got
drinking,
T Papa fucking.
Yeah,
I was plastered, bro. T Papa does not drink. He was fucking gone. So me and T Papa just got back from a little vacation. My family unit has a place up in Whistler, BC, which is up in Canada. And it's like kind of like a ski town, I guess you could call it. And T Papa, I don't want to put words in your mouth, so I'll let you expectations versus reality, all the stuff
Oh,
we did.
dude,
Just give us the rundown.
it was so good, dude. Like I
Pretty
just Scandinavian spa, boom. That's all I gotta say.
Oh.
Okay.
Bro, the Scandinavian spa.
Yeah,
How was
Scandinavian.
Weeborn?
It was like, we always come back from these vacations and I hate them, bro. We actually went on vacation. Like
was a vacation,
dude,
it's true.
one day we sat there and we just binged a Netflix show. Then the next day we went shopping and we're tourists. Then the next day we went to the spa and we had crazy dinner. It was a trip, man. It was
I'm
good.
glad you guys got
Looked really
vacation.
cute.
A Scandinavian spa with hydrotherapy.
What's the
Yeah.
difference? Yeah,
What is
can you explain?
Scandinavian
Yeah.
spa? What the
It's
fuck is it? Just, like,
nestled-
6 feet
it's-
tall Swedish women like touching you or something?
Yes.
Basically. It's what it felt like. It's nestled out in the beautiful, lush Pacific Northwest wilderness, up in the mountains with all this greenery. It's beautiful. And it's very secluded and quiet. The sounds of nature and wind are rushing by. And it's this big outdoor area that consists of hot tubs, jacuzzis, steam rooms, saunas, all these like hot water fixtures. And then you spend like 15, 20 minutes in one of those things. You heat the body up, get nice and loosey-goosey. And then you'd go into the cold part, 15 to 20 seconds. in like 38 to 40 degree water, like freezing water. These cold plunges. There was like a Nordic shower that like showered basically freezing water down on you. And that, you know, shocks the muscles, gets you nice. It feels so good.
It was
when you get out of it.
I was a new person. Like
the hot to cold, it changes you. It changes you.
You're a different person before and after the spa. Like you go in one human.
Relax for 15 minutes, like in these hammocks facing these beautiful vistas of nature and wilderness in the solariums by a fire pit. You're just chilling in this bathrobe after shocking your body. And you do that like 3 or 4 times. And, you know, it's better than sex, honestly.
It was
I'd rather go to Magic City.
No.
Talk to me about Magic City.
What's that?
Talk to me about Magic City.
Man,
What
don't
the hell
get
is
me
Magic
started
City?
on
I don't
Magic
even know what the
City.
fuck Magic City is.
Magic
What
City
is
Oh,
it?
you weren't here
Like,
last
no,
time?
the
I was
most-
selling the strip club, man. So I was
It was a
selling.
strip
We were
club.
talking about how
Is that the strip
yes.
club in Georgia or whatever, or Atlanta?
Atlanta, yes. We were talking about how bad strip clubs were, and I was just
talked about that one. Yeah.
I was just saying, it's if you're gonna go to one, that's the only good one I've ever been to. I'll relax on it. I went into it a little hard last time. Sorry,
Dude,
about
you
that.
would have liked
Yeah, you did.
Scandinavian spa more than the
I'm
strip
sure I
club,
would.
dude.
You
might have
sold
liked
well.
it more.
Max sold it very well. You know, his voice, the linguist, it was really coming out there. I could
It's
see the
really
full
an
picture.
experience. It's really an experience.
I
trust you guys.
picture like, you know, spend a day in Atlanta, go to Magic City, and then cleanse your body by going to the Scandinavian
That
spa.
would be the
That
best.
would be ideal.
That is
That
what
would
we
be very
did. Except
efficacious.
instead of a strip club, it was just alcohol and weed that we were cleansing our body
Yeah.
of, and like an immense amount
What
of
about the
calories.
food?
from
Talk
the
about the
previous
food. What
night.
was the best food you had?
T-Papa, take the food. Take it away,
We
T-Papa.
went,
Just
to
take it
two.
away,
We
dude.
went to 2 dinners. One like
Arguably the 2 best restaurants in Whistler. Probably the 2 single best.
Yeah, the first night we did the first dinner we went to that was really good. It was like the first time ever I've sat down. We had menus, right, and me and Mr. Tasty, we picked the same item. So we had bucatini. Okay, it's a pasta. It was
the bucatini,
I'm
bro.
only gonna talk about the entree because
you didn't even talk about the Toro.
I was gonna say because
You didn't even talk about the
we
Toro.
dive into each appetizer. This podcast will be 6 hours long, dude.
Or any of the cocktails, dude. Oh, my God.
yes.
The best food, not the whole menu. The best thing you had, not the whole menu.
Okay,
just
we'll just,
everything we had, bro.
okay,
That'd be good.
we'll go highlights of the first restaurant. We had this bucatini, right? Okay. And it's just this pasta dish. Anyways, they come and they set it down in front of us. And I'm looking at this pasta and I'm like, oh my God, that's saffron on top of the pasta. Saffron was not listed on the menu. For those who do not know, saffron's the most expensive herb you can get. And so I'm looking, I'm like, holy shit, that's saffron on our pasta. And then Tasty looks up at the waitress. He's like, is that saffron? And we fucking ate the bucatini with saffron, dude. It was so good. That I don't.
Wait,
oh,
what
and
did
then,
the waiter say when Max asked that?
She said yes.
yeah, she was like, yeah, that's
He was just like, yeah.
yeah. It wasn't. The thing is, it wasn't listed under the pasta. Like it wasn't.
Did you ask it like a bad chest voice?
You don't just free ball saff,
Oh my
dude. I
God,
was
is that
fucking drunk. I was probably like 3 cocktails deep. I was chugging these bad
dude,
boys.
and he also Tasty ordered the worst cocktail I have ever even
Let's hear about the
smelled
drinks.
in my life. It was fucking the most disgusting
told
like
you would hate it.
liquid I've ever even. It was so bad.
What was it?
What was it?
It was like a mezcal drink, which like is a very smoky tequila. If you have not
Oh,
tasted it,
love some mezcal, dude.
it had mezcal and it had some fucking just crazy dark alcohol and like orange zest, and that was it.
I'm with you, Papa.
Just-
I was really I had a crew of friends in college who every Monday we would get together and drink a bottle of mezcal, and
Fuck
it
yeah.
had
Monday?
the little worm at the bottom of it.
No.
So we
the
passed
worm.
it
Does
around.
mezcal have the worm?
Yeah, mezcal has the worm.
I didn't know mezcal had the
So
worm.
well, there's some bottles that have a scorpion,
Oh,
but the one
Like
that we bought had
a
a
real
worm.
one or just like a fucking gummy? gummy one?
No, they're real scorpions.
It's a real one. No, it's a real one. And it's said to have hallucinogenic effects, but it's really just it's been sitting there soaking alcohol, and the worm gets you fucked up because it's like the equivalent of taking X amount of shots.
There's
I don't know
always the
math
one
on it.
guy that eats the worm too. There's always one guy who's always just.
Oh,
always
dude,
down
for
to
us
eat
it was
the
like,
worm.
who gets to have the worm tonight?
You're all that guy. You're
Dude,
totally
I remember
that
one-
guy.
Dude, I remember one
Jesus
time
Christ.
I it was like the bottle was almost done, so you leave it for the end. Whoever gets the last shot will you pour the worm in with the shot, and there was one point where the bottle was almost done, and I took a swig and I put the bottle back down, and the worm was gone. I don't know, it just somehow maybe I did some like
You
Bro,
accidentally
go.
swallowed the
When you're
worm.
hanging out with all the bros and someone's missing a worm, dude.
Someone accidentally swallowed the worm. It happens, bro. It happens.
and they were all like pissed at me as if I had like done it on purpose. I don't know, man. I just took a swig out of the bottle and it wasn't the end, and I somehow got the worm. Yeah, I've probably had like 5 or 6 worms.
What is that
Am I
texture
do you,
like?
like fucking breed worms and shove them at the bottom of every fucking bottle? Like that's like blowing my mind. You're at like the mezcal
Potentially.
shop and they're just fucking shoving dead scorpions inside the shit. Like, yeah, fuck these kids, you know?
I mean, when you put it that way.
It's a good question. Probably a question for Google. Someone could do some research, maybe.
Yeah, like the worms that have like all the guts and stuff in them when they put it in the bottle, surely.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really like
Have, like,
taste it.
Digestive.
It feels like a
tract, do they?
pill going. I don't know. It's like it just like kind of goes down.
A super long pill.
Okay, well, tell us about the Louis, since I know.
Wait, we can't
It's-
just jump
oh,
straight
yeah.
into the Louis. Hold on.
you got-
We're talking about, is there any
You
other
gotta-
drinks? Are there any?
you
what
gotta
else
we
split
you
just
got?
finished
You
one
gotta get the
meal. This
whole
was one
story
dinner,
for the
okay?
Louis.
We got a lot.
This
Yeah,
was
this
this
is-
wasn't even the same
Sorry,
dinner.
Yeah, this is
Hamsey. We'll
different.
talk about you later.
This
Go
is
ahead.
the warm-up dinner. It's not even worth talking about. It's only the number 2 restaurant in the whole city. It's
Yeah,
not
we
even
went to
worth
number
talking
one.
about.
We went to number
The next
one.
night is number 1. dude.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll start us off with like you guys, you know, I don't really drink. I don't enjoy drinking because of the flavors of the alcohol. I don't like what it does to my tongue. Okay, I don't think it tastes good. Anyway, so at this point throughout the whole trip, I haven't really been drinking, and we're walking to the dinner, this nice restaurant, so that we can walk back because Annie and Tasty are planning on getting shit faced, and
we're getting
since I'm there's a wine tasting with this tasting menu. So if you don't know, a tasting menu, kind of just go in and you say, okay,
If you don't know what a tasting menu is,
okay,
God
you go
damn,
in.
bro! You went to Canada one time and now you're fucking.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Man thinks he's
Bro.
fucking better than us, bro. You trying to put the crown on? You want me to kiss your feet
You
now?
don't know
Jesus.
what a
Damn,
tasting
bro.
menu is like.
Okay. So we're gonna get the tasting menu with the wine pairing, okay? And
As you do.
I wasn't gonna get it. However, so I like having fun at the dinners too. So what I'll do before dinners, I'll pop an edible. So by the time we're sitting down, I'm usually I'm feeling good. But the issue is
Great.
on this trip, on the walk over, Tasty and Annie convinced me to do the wine pairing, and I'm like, okay, I'll do the wine pairing tonight.
I was like, T Papa, you should do the wine pairing. You're like, all right. There was one sentence. There was no convincing.
Okay, very true. So then I'm an edible deep, and I feel it the second we sit down at the restaurant, but we're chilling, you know, and then we do the wine pairing. They do crazy cocktails.
You
Like,
didn't even talk about the Vesper.
I know. I just like, how do I even start to begin to describe this cocktail we got? Like, can you want to tackle it? Like, I don't know what to say.
All right. I'll tackle the Vesper. I'll tackle the Vesper.
Is tonight's
So-
guest Hamsey or your dinner?
No, it's the Louis the
bro,
13th.
just let us get through this dinner, and then we go back to
I am
Hamsey.
excited to hear about this.
And then we'll talk about the Scandinavian spa again after, but don't worry, we'll give you guys some warning. So the Vesper, this is the first cocktail that we kicked off with. It's the James Bond cocktail. Have you guys, I think it's in Casino Royale, when like the evil guy with the eye who like cries blood at the poker game, he orders the Vesper, which is gin, vodka, and some like French alcohol or something. And so the restaurant that we went to is famous for their use of like not dry ice. What was it called?
Liquid nitrogen.
Liquid nitrogen. That's what it was. They do
Liquid
like
nitrogen is
liquid
dry ice,
nitrogen
right?
ice cream.
Well,
yeah, but in a different form.
Yeah, solid
This
as
one's
opposed
liquid.
to
Dry ice
liquid.
is solid. And so instead of being a shaken or stirred cocktail, in their eyes, that was peasantry because the addition of ice cubes waters down the cocktail. So they made it with liquid nitrogen, and it was just alcohol and just liquid nitrogen, and they got it to like a slushy consistency. Like they actually froze the alcohol because it was so cold. And that was like it was a fucking strong cocktail. I was like drunk before we even got our bread.
Yeah, this. They start us off with this because they convinced us we wanted this drink. Like, it was crazy.
I didn't take a lot of convincing, but it was like, it was cool because it was like a fucking smoky drink, and it was like vodka. So it was like kind of like a slushy, except not sweet at all. That was the Vesper. I just wanted to make sure you guys fully understood what the Vesper was. Take it away, T-Papa.
Okay, so we sit down.
Those real specialty cocktails, you can't have the ice with them, man.
No, you can't. You can't just have ice with those things. You really can't.
It was so strong too. It was good though. Like I liked it. It was a super strong drink, and I could drink that one
You
again.
finished
It
it
was
first,
good.
didn't you?
Annie did. No, Annie did.
Annie did. Yeah. Who
I
was
have a
really
question
good?
for you, T-Papa, when you're ready.
Oh yeah, hit me with it.
I was gonna ask. So usually you don't drink. So you got drunk, right? You're pretty drunk.
Yeah.
How was the performance with the wife? How'd it go?
Oh, zero performance. Sadly, it just we were shit faced. Like there's no performing. Yeah, dude, we got okay. Just so we do this. We do this beverage, right? This cocktail. We do an entire wine pairing. Then we go and do a 4-shot vodka test tasting.
Yeah, the ice room.
And then
Yeah,
we come
the ice
back and
room.
drink the Louis. So we're like,
Jesus.
Yeah,
we
probably
made it
there's
home.
probably 8 glasses of wine, and then there's like this ice room. That's what the coats were from, where it's this room made out of ice. And the whole room is like -30 Celsius. I don't know what that is in freedom units, but they serve you 4 like different types of vodka just back to back to back. You just take these shots in like probably 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes.
That's
what
negative
sent me
22
over.
Fahrenheit.
That's I feel like that's kind of sick. Like I can just open one up where I live, just put everyone in just like a giant fucking fridge, give them some jackets, give them vodka.
Yeah, it was awesome too.
No,
Like
it's pretty cool.
the alcohol tasted so good at that temperature. Like you don't get any.
I
You don't
get
get.
of that like nitrogen cooling though. That sounds really great.
Yeah, it's pretty. Well, what they do is they do nitro ice cream, is so they'll give like a bunch of like really
I've seen that
nice
before.
fucking cream or whatever, and then they pour the liquid nitrogen in and they make it into ice cream right in front of you. And they were famous for that for a while, and then they introduced it to a cocktail and it worked the same. But dude, we had like probably 8 glasses of wine with dinner. We had that original cocktail. We had 4 shots of vodka back to back to back. And then our waiter, who is like this fucking dude, this guy was crazy. What was his name? Chris?
Yeah,
I love that.
Chris. Shout out
He took
Chris.
us into the wine cellar, which is they had like it was like a $2 or $3 million wine cellar. They had that much like wine in there. And sitting at the very entrance at the bottom of the staircase is a big bottle of Louis the 13th, and it's a 2.2 liter bottle, which apparently there are only like 3 in Canada. It's the really big size, and it's like apparently $60,000 if you buy it at that restaurant. Which we did not buy that, but I was so fucking plastered. I was like, I gotta try the Louis. Like, we gotta try the Louis. I looked at our server and I was like, is it worth it to try the Louis? And he just goes, yeah. We'll get a shot of Louis.
You should have asked them to mix it with some Coke.
Oh my god!
Oh my god,
bro! It's a
I will
3-step drinking process. So
You cannot ask that, bro.
dude,
They will
he
throw
would
you out of
have
there.
been so angry. It would have been so funny.
Oh my god!
We
I'd
go
be so
back
mad
up,
if you
and so
asked that.
we go to split a shot, and he's like, "Okay, this one, when we drink the Louis, it's a 3-step process." And so they
There's
bring
special glasses.
Yeah, he
too.
brings out special glasses
Louis
that are just
glasses.
solid crystal. Like you pick up this glass and it weighs like way heavier than you think it's gonna weigh, and it's just fucking beautiful. And it's just got this nice liquid in the bottom. You're like, oh my god, that's literally liquid gold. And he's like, okay, first we're all gonna pick up our drinks, and he has us waft it, dude. And I'm just like, it smells
do the
so
waft.
good. Like
You do the waft.
I'm so glad he convinced us because it tasted and smelled like amazing. Like better than any other alcohol. Like never buy it because then you're gonna be fucking broke forever, dude. It's so good.
I will not ever drink Louis again unless Bodhi is there, in which case I will.
I will if I'm
Would
really
you-
drunk again. It was pretty good.
It was worth the experience once, absolutely, but like not repeatedly. Not repeatedly.
Of course.
If I'm in a
Would you have
situation
hit on 21
where
that night?
Did we what?
Would you have hit on 21 that night?
It's likely. It's a possibility.
because
All right.
the
I was just
thing
seeing where you're
is,
at, you know?
yeah, the thing is, so okay, let's just break it down. We had that Vesper cocktail. We had the wine pairing, which is, probably about 8 wines. Then we had the 4-shot taste testing, and then we went to Louis. We had the Louis, and then we had to walk home. But we had bought a bunch of weed at the beginning of the trip, and I was like, dude, we have
An ounce of weed.
we have to smoke all of this. So then we got
That was
home
a
and
ton.
we just smoked as much as we could. Like we just sat down and just
We pounded a good
we
bit.
just started grinding and smoking weed as quickly as we could.
Yeah, dude, I was fucking miserable the next day. I felt so bad the next day.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you guys actually had a real vacation. Do you feel like
Yeah.
energized and like ready to just like stream 20 days in a row now? Like,
Yeah.
do you reckon that?
I've got the emotional energy to do it, but I'm physically exhausted because I did wake up after like 4 hours of sleep and then drive to Vancouver and then fly home.
How long's the flight?
It's like 3 hours. It's not too long.
That's not
Dude, those like tiny little fancy plates of food never look appealing to me.
You gotta
Yeah,
try
same,
it. You gotta
honestly.
try it once. Look,
They're
I-
so
look,
good.
I'm like about. See, I told you, T-Pop. I told you they wouldn't get it, bro.
I know.
I told you. I told
No,
you.
I'm like a
I mean,
pretty
I
picky
get
eater
it,
as it
but,
is. I
like,
see the plate and I'm
I
just
get
like,
it, but
I only
like,
get it 'cause I've
I don't know,
experienced
I
it.
also like to leave. I like a good combination of having that, but
Yeah.
also like leaving full. You know,
Dude,
You
you
leave
leave. You
full.
want to
You leave
throw up.
very full.
You
leave
leave
very
as
so
long as you
full.
leave full, you know,
You leave
I'm down with that.
extremely. I was
Yeah.
I'm sure you
disgustingly
leave full.
full after Guy Savoy. I wanted to puke. I've never been more full in my life.
I was very against it and before and
Before,
after, like
the
experiencing it.
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
Annie did
down with
puke in the
that.
middle of our meal. She just
Yeah.
left and puked
Yeah,
for more
Annie
food
got
room.
up, puked, and came back, so there's more room. We're gluttons.
Yeah.
pretty
Fuck
dope.
that, dude.
I'm a
Based
big
wife.
fan of
Hey,
those.
they give you
It's a
some
based
food.
wife.
They give you some food, yeah.
I'm a
Speaking-
big fan
speaking
of those
of that, I
Brazilian
guess.
steakhouses where they like bring you the nonstop. Like, so I have one homie who like we like have a tradition where like at least like once a year we'll get together and we'll like go to his apartment and we'll get just as high as possible and we'll walk over to one of these Brazilian steakhouses and just eat until
That's
dude I got
dangerous.
carried out one night. I actually got carried. Like I had a panic attack in the middle of this restaurant, dude. Like I
From
went
too much
pale
steak or
more
what?
than-
Bro,
oh yeah, dude.
meat
Did you get meat
overload.
sweats?
Oh, I just got
What is going on?
stuffed with so much meat, and not the way I like to be stuffed with meat either. So I was,
Yeah.
I literally got carried out, man. I had a full on panic attack. Like had to get his apartment was next door to the restaurant, luckily. So I just went and like passed out on his couch for a little bit. Like it was actually kind of rough, but you know, I enjoy that.
Yeah, you push yourself to your limits. I'm
Jesus.
proud of you.
For sure. I was gonna say, anybody who is listening, disclaimer: if you ever do get a chance to do one of the multi course meals, the small plates, I highly recommend it because I used to be of the opinion I would like if I wanted to go somewhere nice, I go to a nice steakhouse, somewhere like Hamsey's talking, etc., where I know I'm gonna eat and be really full. But if you do have the opportunity, do it. I finally, they got me to do it, and I'm all for it. So
I think it's a
worth
good
it.
experience. Yeah.
It's a worthy experience. Yeah. Would you go to Guy Savoy again?
100%, yes.
Yeah.
100%.
I would
Yeah.
totally go there with you guys too. Like it's also
Yeah,
about the people that you're with.
That's
you know?
Yeah,
100%
no,
true.
that's part of the experience is like the social
Yeah.
aspect of it. Doing it by yourself would be
Yeah.
weird.
You're like, wow,
Yeah.
look at the,
I can't imagine
Yeah.
how
Really
it's like
weird.
Just sit there by yourself.
Yeah.
They're just like, is anyone else?
I
coming?
feel bad. What
No.
if someone's like alone doing a tasting menu right now, listening to the cast?
They can fucking afford to be
invite
sad,
us.
bro.
personally
They
serving
can
them.
afford to be
If
sad.
you're
they
spending a
bring
couple
tasting
$100,
menu, bro.
like several $100s on like a menu like that, just spend another couple $100, get a hooker to be your date. Easy.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what they're probably doing too.
I mean, I'd do that if I was lonely.
I'm just imagining
Yeah,
someone
it's
listening to
not
the cast
loaded,
at the
like-
table. They're just like, next one, please. It's like, right, what did Ignoble say? It's like listening to at the table.
Yeah,
It is-
I could
It
have.
is a good experience, Hamsey. We'll get you. You're going to TwitchCon, right? We'll get you fucking. We'll get you.
Yeah,
done.
We'll
dude, let's
find
do it.
we'll find
get
a
you
place
done
with
up.
a good tasting menu in San Diego, and we'll
Yeah.
Yeah,
a little
maybe we
crazy.
try
I think
too.
McDonald's has a tasting menu, right? They have like all the options just right there.
You can taste
I would
a
like
lot.
everything on the dollar menu.
I would say that,
Please
like-
played it nicely.
I would say most gamers, that's like one of the biggest things is the food. Like I would say, like the foodie hobby is definitely high up there. Because if you ever talk about, as a streamer, if you ever talk about food, people are chiming in left and right. Like if you want to get people talking in your
true.
chat, just mention any type of food you like. Do you think this is better? That's better. Like people just start going crazy. They'll get fucking aggressive about it too.
Yeah,
they
dude,
do.
they'll
Yeah,
start
definitely.
arguing and shit.
Yeah, it's serious business. Like you say if you could be streaming, be dead silent, and all of a sudden you just say In-N-Out or Whataburger. It'll be an absolute fucking war, dude.
Yeah,
Bro,
that is true.
one
That
day-
is true.
One day I made my stream title like something about my favorite Chick-fil-A sauce being honey roasted barbecue, and bro, that is like people came into my channel I've never
that's
seen
wrong.
before.
Oh my
They're
God.
like,
That's just
fuck
wrong.
you. They're just like, I will die with Polynesian sauce, and I'm like, no, dude, that shit's ass.
Polynesian sauce is overrated. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm
overrated.
Chick-fil-A.
That's what I'm
sauce
saying.
all the
Fuck
way.
that.
Chick-fil-A
Buffalo.
sauce is the way to go.
Buffalo.
Dude, Dino, he likes to say that he likes his steaks like really, really well done on his stream, and then chat
Oh
just
my
gets
God.
so
Oh,
pissed.
that's literally the freest bait of his life.
Yeah.
Completely free.
He,
Like,
yeah,
I like well-done
imagine
steak
him
and
eating a
dino
well
nuggets.
done steak.
I picture it, which is the rough part. I can envision
Yeah, well, he's
it.
British, so he can lie about that, and people will believe him.
Yeah.
His teeth will get right through it, bro.
Honestly,
He's saying he has big teeth. What do you mean?
Jesus.
No, that was a knock at the sharp, like ragged, like British teeth, like like a predator just fucking chawing through the.
Jesus Christ.
You're gonna be chewing. You're gonna be chewing.
Predators.
I can confirm. I was in London a couple weeks ago, and the one thing I noticed out of like all the people smiling is like, I wish I had the confidence they had, because they do not give a fuck about their teeth. Holy
Are you
shit!
serious? I thought
They
that
be
was
smiling
honestly.
with like 4 different teeth, like overlapping on each way, and I'm just like, damn, dude, like. Literally, it, dude. That's what the pub sounded like. You turn in any direction, that's what it was.
Wait. So I've always thought this is just kind of a meme. Like you went there. I've never been there. Don't think I want to go. Do people? Is it actually true? Do people actually have bad teeth there? Because I was just joking.
Yeah. Well, I think like in America, like almost most kids like grow up with braces or like some type of like dental plan. Or like there's a lot of emphasis put on having a good smile, right, in America. But like in the UK, it's definitely a lot less. Or I did guess even in Europe, I haven't visited other places, but like it's definitely noticeable to me, because around me, most people have like very nice teeth, but until I got to the UK, I'm just like, holy fuck. And they just be smiling with like all the way out. I'm like, God damn.
All
Dude,
the way
you should have
out.
a heart attack if you went to the UK.
There's some select trailer parks in the United States of America where you can get that as well. So I guess it goes both ways.
Oh yeah, it goes in. There's a lot of people
I'm
who
sure
I'm
it
sure
goes
care
almost.
about their smile a lot in other places too. Like over like as a population, it's just
I have a question.
I think in just America, before you go on T-pop, is like there's like a very high like I don't know what the word is, like a lot of importance putting on your smile. Like teeth is one of the biggest things you notice here in this country, I would say.
yeah.
I don't really ever think about teeth.
Really?
I think it's
I
a
feel
lot
like
of.
ask your
Go ahead,
question,
sir.
T Papa.
Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead, go
my
ahead.
question
go
was like
ahead, go ahead.
slightly along the line of teeth, but like, have you guys ever met somebody who does meth? Have you like ever like met a human being?
Just a
Because like
couple.
I was thinking, Sam, like think about how widespread
Yeah,
meth
Kroger.
is, and like I don't actually know anyone who does meth. And then someone in my stream was like, "Yeah, no one would. They're not gonna tell you if they do meth, you know." And I was like, "That's a
that's
good
true.
point." Like,
I also don't think you're really in the socioeconomic bracket or area where meth is a problem. So that you might want to consider that one.
I
too.
can
That might have
say-
something to do
Idaho.
with it.
You're not in
As,
Mobile, Alabama, you know.
I've done meth, a lot of it. Not even joking.
How is it?
Good take.
Okay, well, it's not like, hey, let's get some meth, but there was a point when I was in college, and I
Are you
had-
serious? Hold up.
yo,
Never-
let's
I thought you were
go.
joking, bro.
It was not a joke.
what
Holy
do you
shit.
mean?
No,
You
that's
just
why I
did
asked
meth.
this question.
You can't just
Because people don't bring up doing meth, but so many people do it. So that's why you just gotta ask. Like, hey
Okay,
man,
no, but we weren't like meth people, you know, like let's get some meth. Like it's like
You're not
it's
meth
a-
people,
it's a
but you
special
did
case.
meth.
You're just a social user?
This is the greatest podcast of all time. Go on.
oh my god.
Okay,
This is
so there was
good.
I don't even know if we can talk
Yeah,
about
bro,
this.
you
but-
better tell this story. You ain't getting out of this one, Chief.
exactly.
Well,
You
there
gotta
was
tell
a
the story.
point in college where me and my big like core group of friends, one guy had like a massive shipment of Molly, you know, and this was back in the time where we were going to a bunch of raves and good times, and dude, there was even this huge group of girls that we even connected with, and he was getting all of them sorted out with this big shipment that we were doing. So it was like a month straight of like we just kept going to the same guy, and everything was all good. and then one person decided to test it and was like, "Yo, this is meth," and there was like
It was just meth.
50. Dude, I'm talking. The crew was like the circle of people that it was like 50, 60 people doing meth like every weekend.
What was the appearance of like what did it look like? To where you didn't know.
Just like Molly, I don't know. I mean, we were also like 19, so
It's like
Okay.
it's usually in a pill, right? So you just didn't know, like
no, it was little
contents
crystal
of it, right?
rocks.
No, it's crystallized. It's crystallized.
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't think it was weird? You're staying up for 48 hours every time you did Molly?
I just thought I was young and having a good time, man.
Well, yeah, because I've heard. Well, the way I've heard it explained, I've dealt with a good amount of people who use meth, and you definitely can tell if someone's using meth if it's been abused. If it's been abused, you can definitely tell. 100%.
Well, there was
I
one
guarantee
time we
that.
came home from the rave and my whole apartment was clean. And I looked at my roommate and I was like, "You
Are you
good?"
doing
He
meth?
was like, yeah. I just decided to like wipe down the counters a bit. And I was like, "No, dude, this is like you clean."
This might be my favorite moment on the podcast so far, just in all of them.
So like, I didn't think about it at the moment, but looking back on it, yeah, that was a meth.
Ted Cruz does meth.
Oh my god! Oh my
That was a
Now
meth moment for sure.
That's the podcast title, bro.
Dude,
Oh my god!
me
Holy
like looking
shit,
around in
dude.
my
We
apartment.
didn't know.
Like,
We didn't know.
Oh
Fine.
my
No,
god!
I
no.
want to do meth now, just so I can fucking
I
clean my
probably
place
did
up.
the same thing back in like high school, college area. I probably took some meth without realizing.
You've
I know
all
I
done-
took
if
some
you've-
things that were not MDMA. In the
Oh, if you've
slightest.
taken MDMA 10 times, you've taken meth at some point. I'm telling you. Like,
Oh yeah.
This conversion ratio.
He's right. It happens all the time.
10 MDMAs, 1 meth.
yeah.
Happens all the
Oh,
time.
like sure.
Is it like cheaper to cut MDMA with meth? Is that why
Meth
people
is
do it? Or, like-
significantly cheaper.
Yeah. And then even with like the fentanyl nowadays, which is like a huge
Oh,
issue.
yeah,
like,
that's
it's
what you
getting
really
like
gotta watch out
everything's
for.
getting cut with that shit. I mean, it's
Oh,
killing
if you've done
kids.
coke
It's
10
killing
times, you've
killing
done
everything.
fentanyl. Like,
Yeah, it's killing everybody.
if you've done
It's
coke
crazy.
4 times, I'd say you've done
Yeah,
fentanyl. Like,
it's
Hypothetically,
What?
what, like,
Casey's fucking shaking his
edit that part out. I don't want Andy to hear that part. Can you edit that one? Nice.
dude, one of my
Hey,
friends,
man, it's just part
we
of
were
the,
having a
it's
good
just part of
time.
the
We
deal.
literally Amazon next day delivered fentanyl strips just to make sure we were
That's smart.
having a good time. Just
Yeah.
because like that's people are saying
Yeah,
it's
it's
worth
real.
the
It's
fucking
real.
extra time to not fucking die. It's worth it.
No, for festivals and stuff, if you're doing like a big like that's I'm 100% an advocate. So when I used to do the like event curation and stuff, we used to have a crew come through. They're called Dance Safe. You might have heard of them. They're big.
Yeah.
So Dance Safe. The girl who started Dance Safe is from my city. She's a fucking badass, man. She's got put up. She's testified on Congress. They've pulled her in like numerous times to try to like shoot her down and tell her what she's doing is not legal. And she always comes in with a fucking badass team of lawyers, and she always comes out of it like, no, it's they let her continue doing her thing. She goes to shows, festivals. She used to come to our events, and she has a table, tent, whatever they do. You can go in. They'll test your shit for free. They'll give it right back to you, and they'll just tell you exactly what you're taking. They'll be like, hey, this is not what you think it is, but here you go. At least the more you know. And if you decide to
Absurd that
take
people
it, that's on you.
like
Shout
who the
out,
fuck
dude.
doesn't like that's great.
That's
Like,
great, yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they
It's
were
not
trying
like,
to
it's
do
not
it
like
in
she's
a
like,
way where
oh,
they
this
were
has
like find
bad
kids
stuff. I'm
going in.
keeping it.
Yeah.
dude.
I mean, basically the deal with the police is like you can't see someone, go into this tent and come out and immediately like search them for shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Like
The
spawn camping, really.
The
Yeah,
fentanyl, I
that's
know it's
really
really bad. Like if you take a packet of Sweet and Low and you just like isolate one little grain, like that's how much it takes to kill you. It's
Yeah.
it's pretty potent shit. So it's definitely anybody out there, be careful. It's not kill you fast too, very fast.
And for any sponsors out there, we do not condone anything like that.
I do. No.
For everyone else,
Drugs are bad. We're only talking about it because Ted Cruz wants to. That is the only reason.
It's a big platform. There's complete legalization. So shout out Ted Cruz.
dude, you gotta be nice to Hamsey, man. I might hop on an airplane and go to Mexico or something.
Hey, man, that's too topical.
When I just moved recently, my mom was helping me pack, and she was going through some stuff, and she's like, "Why do you have all these fentanyl test strips?" And I was like, immediately, just my heart stopped, and I was like, I don't know.
I'm testing the water to see if you know.
I don't know.
If the water has calcium in it.
I deflected that Annie used it for her schoolwork because she was going in nursing school at the time. That was a pretty good deflection.
That's pretty good, yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah,
Really
the
smart,
concerts.
Smart.
They just handed out this box that I still have labeled and everything.
Yeah, we should definitely get some of those for not TwitchCon because we will not do that.
No, I think we're gonna have to do more spa days in TwitchCon. I think.
Look, do you think we can find a Scandinavian spa?
I don't think we'll find Scandinavian, but we'll find a spa similar in San Diego, and we can go.
We could. I'll do a spa day.
Is spa gonna be early in the week, like early before TwitchCon, or at the end of it, like as a cleansing?
I would say after whatever the big party night is.
actually.
Yeah.
Listen,
But also beginning too, go into the.
What if we did both?
Listen, you think you're going to organize us going to a fucking spa?
I'm
going to
going.
organize me going
No,
to the spa.
okay,
I'm
that's
gonna
fine.
go.
You
You
can do what
can.
you want.
I'm
That's what I'm
organizing
saying.
nobody.
Good luck
Whatever
getting
the
everybody
fuck
on
you
page
want.
with that because it's going to
As
be an
long as it's
absolute
after
shit
like
show.
4 p.m., we should be fine.
Yeah, past like 10 people, even past like 8 people, like
Yeah, dude.
you guys are going to be doing separate things. Like,
Good luck waking
you can
up when that place
organize-
is open.
Oh yeah, you can organize 8 people at a time maximum, bro. We had a decent schedule in Canada. We got up at like 1. That's pretty good.
I was going to say,
PM.
I got up at 12:30 today.
Wow.
Dude, I was looking at the
Gotcha.
base team Twitter account earlier, and we had that one picture of us at brunch in Vegas, and I was at 4 p.m. I
Such a
was
good
like,
photo.
wow.
Oh yeah, I remember they were about to
It's not
close.
brunch, dude.
Yeah.
That's basically dinner.
Yeah, they're closing that place down.
Needed, yeah.
that was an iconic photo, okay? That was
You're pushing dinner at that point.
Yeah.
we were
So
pushing
good.
serious P at that dinner, dude.
I was going to say,
Vegas.
P.
that was crazy. Just like fucking one meal a day, and then
Yeah.
other things. Jesus
That was
Christ,
brutal. Yeah. That was like the
My body
opposite
came out so much
of
worse.
Canada. That was like the opposite. Just 2 hours of sleep a night. Just
Dude, our
fucking
trip in
ourselves
like,
up.
what is it, March or April, whatever? That one's going to be fun. That's going to be like a
To
vacation
Tennessee.
trip.
Do you think they have a Scandinavian spa in Tennessee?
Oh, I bet you we
bro.
could find that. We could look.
no.
Little day
What if
trip.
it's
Man.
Scandinavia? That'd be an easy.
Yeah,
What,
we
East
should have
Tennessee?
Finland, bro.
Yeah.
Don't think they have one. I'm sure they have some type of spa, but maybe not it's not going to be to the level of the one you went to. Whatever you explained to me, probably not, except for the scenery, maybe. I was going to say, though, that it is July 14th. I'm getting a little excited. Get a little excited. It's getting close,
Yeah.
We're getting there.
pretty close.
It's-
Jet dreams are
It's
coming.
3 months away.
Before, yeah.
3.
It is, we're getting, yeah. We're getting
Fuck.
pretty,
Right on.
it's,
Time is
yeah.
flying.
Before you know it, it will be here.
Under 3 months, by the way.
Hopefully none of us die. So good luck out there.
Wait, Hamsey,
You mean
you're going to
before or
TwitchCon, right?
during?
Either.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay, good. We'll figure it out. I'm probably just gonna just fucking knock out on the lawn. To be honest.
Yeah, I was
We'll
going to
see.
say, I might just gotta get an inflatable.
inflatable mattresses. Yeah.
Yeah, just pass that outside. That'd be
Honestly,
sick.
if I don't wake up in the morning super hungover and fucking Bodie's passed out on an inflatable mattress in our yard, I'm gonna be upset.
Butt naked. He has to be butt ass
It's
naked. Otherwise, I'm not
we
gonna be
need
happy.
to pull that off, and we can.
I know
can.
how. We can do it.
Oh, we can, and I think we will.
Yeah.
Dude, just imagine
Like, if
just
I don't
get,
wake up like day
50
two,
of them, just scatter them in the backyard, and just everyone just finds one and falls asleep.
Yeah, you're saying all this shit and you want to go to a Scandinavian spa, bro. Good luck.
No, it's because I'm gonna need to go to a Scandinavian spa.
I would love to go, but are we gonna make it? Probably not.
It's gonna be out of necessity.
have you guys done spa days before? Like just as a guy, have you done much spa stuff?
Not like mani pedis, but I'll go to like get a massage or something like that.
I've done
No,
mani
never have.
pedis. I haven't done massage in a while.
So
I've never had a massage, actually.
someone bought me a massage one day, and it was like a full body deal.
Full?
And I have a really sensitive back. Okay, so like you
ticklish,
touch
or
my
what do you
back.
mean?
Yeah, like ticklish. You know,
I
you
remember.
touch my back.
Oh,
I'll
you got a
jump.
ticklish back?
Oh, dude, it's fucking horrible, man. Like
Ooh. I
any
can't wait to blow it
situation with a
out.
girl, it's always been like, it's weird. But I'm in the middle of this massage, dude,
we're just gonna go
And
past that. Okay.
It's full body. She does, my feet, my calves, my arms, my hands, works her way into the back. And then it's like 15 minutes into like an hour-long massage. And she gets to my back and I'm like, can you just miss the back? And she's like, that's like the whole fucking massage. Like, what do you want me to do? And I was like, I mean, just everything besides the back. I don't know. Like, I liked what you're doing with my hands. So I spent an hour just with this lady, just like massaging my hands while I lied down on this table and like massaging my calves. And like, I liked it, but like,
oh my god. You gotta get like a neck or like a head massage, bro. That's the movement, dude.
I like a head massage, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not really for me, but I had sex recently, and she scratched my head, and that was kind of nice.
Congrats.
Dude, shout out.
GZ.
With nails,
Yeah, nice,
that's
dude.
like the best thing in the world.
Go.
With the nails,
Your scalp, bro, and oh my god, holy shit.
pretty
Which like
nice,
tells you
yeah.
like how
dude,
full of
a
hair
woman's
your head is.
long
Yeah.
fingernails just in your
Yeah, then.
scalp is.
Bad.
Just telling
Girl,
you that was the
that's
best.
bad.
Yeah.
I'll get her pregnant. I don't
Me
care.
too.
I'll do it.
There's few
Yeah.
feelings like that in the world.
Yeah.
I will pull the ring out of my asshole and propose to her right there.
Do you keep one in there or what?
Yeah, fucking, it's like an emergency
know.
pouch in
Yeah,
case
yeah,
she does
just in
that.
case,
You
just
never
in
know
case.
That's
what's
what
gonna
you
happen.
want, like a big baby, and she's sitting there telling you next time it'll be more than 10 minutes. You got this. Just give me a little pep talk.
Yep. Pull out the ring exception and you're
10
fine.
minutes, you fucking Iron Man. Jesus, dude.
Yeah,
I
Jesus.
said 2 minutes. I said 2.
Oh,
Two.
okay.
Yeah,
I heard
10
10.
minutes. Whoa,
I heard 10.
that's Krylax. Krylax is a 10-minute guy. He's the 1%.
That's cardio, bro. That's cardiovascular endurance.
Krylax is the 1%. What'd you say? The 1% of the people fucking. I forgot what T Papa said. The quote is.
20% of the men have sex with 80% of the women.
Okay.
That's literally just math. That's 100% of people. What else? How else would that work?
Ignoble, can you
Yeah.
explain? Can you take over?
You're a doctor.
Yeah, it actually does make sense. So if you take like 20% of, 80, and it's like 100. Yeah, it's 100.
Yeah, that makes
You know
sense.
that 20% of 80 is the same thing as 100% of 80.
Can we
20%.
stop this?
Fucking
Where's this
nerds.
going, man?
80% of 20.
I'm good. All right. Let's just not. Okay. I'm already dumb as fuck. We don't need to
Is
go
that
any
true?
further into this.
Okay, right here in this cast, we have 6 men. 20% is like a little more than one of us. So one of us is having sex.
Well, that's what,
with
1.8
80% of women.
How?
So
what?
actually,
Like
take
point,
me out of the
what,
equation. Take me out of the
That's like
equation. Then you have 5 of you.
I'll do it.
Okay.
1.2? What 0.2 of someone is having sex with women?
Okay, well,
Well, look, there's
so
5
maybe
of
it's just
you.
T Papa then.
No, the 5 of you, and Seth is the one that's actively having sex. Boom. That's
Wait,
the 20%.
how do you know I'm not
That's
having
not
sex?
true, man.
Which of us are women?
Look at
I'm really sorry, Ignoble.
look at the rest of the crowd. What makes you say Seth is having the most sex? out of
Sorry,
all of us?
did I say Seth? I meant Ignoble. Yeah, you guys look, and Ignoble's having sex with all of the women.
Hey, no, when was the last time you had sex?
Hey, no, but didn't you say like an hour ago
what?
that you deleted Hinge?
Yeah, tell us
did
about
delete
tell us
Hinge.
about the
I got a
confidence booster.
Tinder
Okay,
match
this
with
is
a
for all the
fat
kings
ass.
out there. This is good advice. Good advice. Go
I'm gonna
ahead,
tell you
put it out there.
that.
You know
Yeah,
what?
put it out there.
I don't know if
Put it out
Hamsey
there.
was here, but like, I was telling these guys, sometimes my self-esteem gets low. I look in the mirror. I'm not super happy with myself. I don't feel good. But you know
You're
what makes
fucking
me
hot.
feel good inside? Women liking me.
hot.
That makes me feel good. So
Yeah,
at,
that's
like,
a pretty good
roughly
feeling,
between the hours of like 11 p.m. and 3 a.m., I go on to Hinge. I have like a bunch of filters set on in terms of like, age, distance,
Weight.
ethnicity, stuff like that.
What?
Maybe one of those.
Wait, can you do
And
that?
I just
No,
you-
no, you
yeah.
can't. You can't do that. You can't do that. There was like talks of
Wait, on
allowing
Hinge?
that or something. There was like
Oh
shit,
my
dude.
there was like an
God.
article about like
can't
Tinder
put
was
height, though.
thinking
I
about
filter
that.
out-
Yeah.
You
Filter
can
out
put
all
height,
girls
yeah.
above 5'8". Like,
But you
don't
can't
work on
do
your
I turn the filter
I-
on for all girls over.
I was
5'8".
gonna
You
say
kidding
I
me?
only do girls over 5'8".
Really?
You're tall though, dude. You don't
You
have
like
to
short
deal with
girls?
what us
Are you
average
submissive, man?
kings
I
have to
don't-
deal with.
So here's the thing. I don't care about like any feature in particular. What I like is like a striking feature. So if they're really tall or really short, I notice it. But in the middle, doesn't really register to me.
Okay,
That
but you
makes a
also
lot more
don't
sense.
know what it's like to match with a girl and she's really hot and you have things in common and you're like, hell yeah. And then you're like, this girl's 5'10".
You're limiting yourself. You're climbing
Wait,
that
okay,
I'm
fucking
sorry.
tree, bro.
Wait, then are you 5'9", Hamsey? Are you saying 5'10" because
Yeah.
she's taller? Okay.
He's
I'm
about
5'9",
5'9",
okay.
yeah.
She replies like, "Oh, sorry, I thought I
It
had my searches filtered to men."
Man,
I mean,
I stand with short kings, bro. Is that your
I'm
limit or is that
I'm
hers?
shorter
Like,
than Hamsey.
do you expect her to be upset about that, or do you just not like that? You just don't like a taller girl.
I mean, it's a little bit of okay. I mean, I don't particularly look for taller girls. Maybe it's like the like stigma out there of like they wouldn't want a shorter guy. I hooked up with a taller girl once. She was great, volleyball player. Great.
Yeah,
Dude,
because
shout out
same height
volleyball
when you're
players.
lying down.
Yeah.
Shout out volleyball players. Dude.
She
Holy
was
shit.
actually dating the defensive end at NC State at the time.
When you
while she was
You
fucking
fucked
her.
this girl?
oh,
It's kind
man.
of scary. It was really
I would.
scary.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm not even shocked though. It's fucking Hamsey. Like I see it, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna
Well, I
say.
got
Like,
scared because she like blocked me on everything on social media, and I was like, oh my god, he knows.
do you remember his name?
You're still alive.
I know his name.
If I see a 270-pound dude
I don't
busting
know if
through
I
your
want
door
to-
and murdering you live on stream,
Like a
I'll be like, yeah, okay, it's deserved.
Dude, people are gonna be like, Hamsey's getting swatted, and we'll be like, no, he's not. He's gonna die.
I would get fully killed.
It's
Swatting
fucking
would
John.
be a
John
godsend
showed
for
up.
this
I mean, even if I looked up this guy's size, because I'm sure it's on.
Yeah, you got the Can we get the stats?
Well, I mean,
All right, yeah, we're
clearly
fucking-
clearly his
Yeah,
defense isn't that great.
Let's get
Hamsey.
like a scout
His
report. You know,
offense
what's
probably
what
isn't
is
that
it?
great either.
Jeez, there he is.
Damn.
Hamsey,
motherfucker.
I played offensive line. I'll block him for you while you make a run for it. I'll do my
actually,
best.
okay,
you know?
he's
I'll
not
give you a
that
few
tall.
seconds.
He's 6'1", 265 pounds,
He's not small.
He's
That's still a
built,
large
bro.
person.
and he wore.
He would
thick.
pick
Wait,
you up
check
and
this
throw
out.
you
Check
through the
this out.
What's the
fucking
40
wall,
time?
bro.
What's a 40
check
time?
this out,
Does it have
though.
a
He
40
wore
time?
69.
2 seconds.
He wore
What's the
number
40 yard dash?
69 on his jersey.
Oh, dude.
That's actually kinda cool.
Well, he obviously wasn't doing it with his girl.
Hey, whoa, shit. We're getting sidetracked.
how?
I'm trying to
Wait, okay.
psychoanalyze
Wait, hold on. I
Hamsey.
want to know how we fucked this
yeah.
chick. How did we get there? And then at what point
Look
were
at
you
him.
like, dang, you dating this guy and you still tagged?
Well, she went to my high school, so I was
Oh.
having like a bunch of people over in my area, parents' house, high school, and she came over. And she was dating this guy. She went to college there, and that's how she, met him, and yeah. He never
And
came
she
after
was
me,
just
though,
like,
luckily.
Hamsey, you know what I
Are
need
they-
is
they're still
an
dating?
absolute
Well,
opposite of a
that's-
football player.
No,
I
they're
want
definitely
you.
not still dating.
Okay,
Oh
I was
man,
gonna
I mean,
say,
I'm the
yeah.
opposite of a football player. I played football in high school. Actually, I was
you
on the
play, though?
bench.
Okay.
Yeah, well, no,
What
I was on the team. Then okay, play is like I played in practice, but like,
Did you-
Water
I was gonna
boy does
say,
not really count.
Of all of us, Hamsey's definitely the most handsome, in my opinion. I think he's the best looking guy. Like, he's a very good looking. There's no. I don't
I
see.
vote for Ignoble. Sorry, Hamsey. I don't think Ignoble's the most
that's
handsome.
fair. I would say Ignoble. Yeah.
Ignoble's my
Probably
type.
second.
Okay.
Yeah, probably second.
Hamsey, we can fuck if you want, and figure out what
Dude,
happens
I
after.
mean, are you down for like an Eiffel Tower situation at TwitchCon?
Well, which is hold on,
Can I be
wait,
in the
okay.
middle?
We have a question that we're supposed
Okay.
to ask each podcast, but we didn't do it. Hamsey, if you're Eiffel Towering with any of us, which one is it and why?
I mean, dude, I love Seth, but like at the same time, he's such a big guy. I don't know if
That's fair. That's fair.
That's fine. I won't take offense. But thanks for mentioning me. That's all I wanted was just a little recognition.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
I'm
I
sorry.
appreciate
Don't take it
that. No, it's
personally.
okay.
It's just-
No, it's fine. I appreciate it.
yeah. Ignoble, dude, we got this. I feel like it would be not even a question. Like we'd be fucking fist bumping. Like
If it's you and
hell yeah.
Ignoble, I want to be in the middle. I'm gonna dibs the middle spot.
hell
If it's you
yeah.
and Ignoble and Eiffel Tower.
Dude, Hamsey, look,
God.
we're gonna be Eiffel Towering some chick. We're gonna turn the lights off, turn them back on. She's gonna be just sitting on the couch on her phone, and me and you just banging each other. Like, oh, where'd she go? Oh no.
Well,
Oh
I'm
my
already in you,
God.
man. I can't get out now. Fuck.
It's just
God.
a conduit at that
And that's
point.
how the
I'm
worm
just
is
using
eaten,
her to
boys.
Fuck
That's how it
Hamsey.
happens.
that is how it works.
This is the proverbial worm.
Dude, we gotta. I'm down. I'm down to split a mezcal in San Diego. I think we should.
We
do
might
it.
as well. Yeah.
I'll get us
Hated
one.
mezcal.
I know.
You
I
said
know.
it was
but
the most
I'm
disgusting
I'm
thing I've
cooked
ever
right
had.
now.
This is
and
already-
It sounds like a great idea right now. It really
We
does.
haven't even got there yet, and we're already making bad
It
decisions.
sounds like a great idea.
I would
I
split
just
it,
want to
just have-
split a worm with the homies, dude. I just want to split a worm with the homies.
we could split a worm. We could gamble for the worm. How about that? We can gamble who gets the
shit.
worm.
Okay, look, I will split the mezcal, but you guys can have the worm. Fuck that. I will do the drinking,
Oh,
but
dude,
I'm
it's
not
an
eating
honor
the
to have
fucking
No,
worm.
if you're partaking in the mezcal, you are entered into the worm drawing. It doesn't
The
matter if
only
you want
worm
the
I
worm
am
or you don't
ingesting
want.
is
want the
Hamsey's
worm.
worm, bro. That is it. That is it.
If you get the worm, you win.
Yeah, that's true. You do win.
Everyone's like, I don't want the worm. Hamsey's like, you want the worm. You will take it.
Yeah, I've never had the worm, and you're making me excited for the worm. Like, I'll do the worm.
Bro,
Oh,
if it's like a
dude,
gummy
yeah.
worm soaked in vodka, yeah, sure, I'm down. But like,
Just imagine it's
It also gets
No,
you
it's-
fucked up.
Yeah, no, it's a giant maggot filled with vodka. Is essentially what it is.
Tequila, but yeah. Mezcal, actually.
Mezcal. Yeah.
Dude, so speaking of mezcal, it comes from the cactus that's like mescaline cactus
San
or
Pedro.
something.
San Pedro. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a way you can also extract it and ingest it,
mescaline?
and it's like a shrooms trip.
No, yeah. No, I'm
I've heard
a
of
huge
mescaline.
Psychedelic?
What is it?
It's
Mescaline
like
or
a
something
very
like that? Mescaline?
similar.
So, do you know what peyote is?
Yes.
It's an
I know.
analog of peyote. It's very similar, but a peyote button takes like 20 years to mature on a specific type of cactus. And mescaline is just like the outer skin layer of certain type of cactuses. I had a friend in high school. This guy's name was Kyle, and he was fucking insane. His sister was
her
like
name's Kyle.
17, had 3 kids, heavily addicted to meth. This guy would like drink paint thinner. He had like 4 strands of hair on his head. This guy was cracked, but one of the nicest people I've ever met, genuinely. And he bought 20 of those big plastic tubs, and he went around an entire neighborhood and stole everybody's San Pedro cactus. Like hundreds of pounds with a machete. He would chop it down, put it in his basket, and run. And he went home and synthesized felonious amounts of mescaline. And he supplied our school with mescaline for the rest of the year. Like, people don't do that much mescaline. This guy made a lifetime supply of mescaline by stealing cactus from everybody in the neighborhood.
Holy shit. Shout out to
Mescaline
Kyle.
fucking slaps. You can.
Did you try it?
like, totally-
I've never done it.
You can be tripping and then go and be like, "Oh, it's completely done," and then like all the dude. So I remember one day, we had a little fun time with some mescaline, and then I'm like, "It's done. I'm done. I'm good." And I go to class, and I'm like, "I'm fine." And in the middle of class, dude, the green board where this professor is standing in front of
Oh,
just
no.
starts fucking glowing. Like it's begging me to like jump through this screen and just
You jump
enter.
through it?
And dude, there's like 300 people in this lecture, and I just stand up outside of my seat,
Oh,
and I'm
no.
literally ready to just. And the teacher just calls me out like, "Hamsey, why are you standing?" And I was like, I like snapped back into it, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I sat back into my seat, and I was like, "Thank fuck, I did not." Like I was like 2 seconds away
Dude.
from charging into this.
Do not do hallucinogens at school. That is rule
okay, I'm
number
very
1.
confused as to like what time did you do mescaline that you go to class after and you're like, it's
It was
over.
a night class.
Why did you do
Okay.
Wait,
day
what?
mescaline?
Yeah,
That
why
lasts
are you
like
doing
10
mescaline?
hours.
Dude, okay, man. Listen, it was like 2 p.m.
He also did
My
math
class
and
was
looks
at
like Ted
like
Cruz.
5 hours?
Jesus.
God.
I was fine. I was literally fine.
You almost jumped through a whiteboard. What do you mean?
The green board.
Green board, sorry. You almost jumped through a board of some sort. What does the color matter, bro? Come on.
I just love how
What's an
Ignoble's
intervention
like,
podcast, bro? Are we good? Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Ignoble's like, wait, you got drunk on a Wednesday night? And they talk about you with your friends like, you guys got drunk on a Monday night? And I was like, you're doing this at a daytime before school?
I'm just looking
great
like the
I don't know
biggest
if I
fucking
should be
degenerate of all
concerned, but be like-
time, dude.
I saw-
I'm just gonna
love you,
drink this
Hamsey.
Four Loko out of my dumb as shit mug. I don't know. I might as
Yeah,
well.
shout out dumb
Oh
as
my
shit whale bot
God.
clothing, by the way.
Shout
You
out.
really? Is that really
Yeah.
Four Loco right now? What?
Holy shit. I love Hamsey. God damn.
Yeah,
Oh
shout the fuck out
my
to Hamsey, bro.
God.
Shout out to Hamsey. Holy shit.
After
I
hearing
love
all
it,
these
dude.
stories,
Holy
I'm
shit.
glad that first time I was ever high was with you, Hamsey.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
true.
that was a good ass time, man.
Yeah.
That was,
We were fucking
Yeah.
munching too, dude. Holy,
dude, that big
man.
bag of popcorn. that
I'm
was
glad
like,
you munch the same way I do when you're high, man.
I
Oh
guess
yeah,
so.
dude, getting high and munching is just legit.
Can I
Some
tell
of
one
the
of my
best
favorite
things.
Hamsey stories?
Yes.
So it was late in the night, and shout out to Mr. Ricky Yo. He showed up with a lot of In-N-Out burgers, and Hamsey was
Oh,
absolutely
yeah.
just passed out on the couch. And I was like, "Oh, you got one for him?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I go over there, like I have this full burger. I'm like waving it in front of his face, like he's a fucking dog or something. He fucking one of his little eyes like just kind of cracks open. He looks at me, and he raises up, and he goes, "Oh my God, is that for me?" And I was like, "Yes, it is." And he was like, "I fucking love you so much." And I gave it to him, and he just lay it back down. He destroyed that burger.
Dude, he looked like a happy
it
puppy
was-
dog. His eyes were
yeah,
like,
dude. That was awesome.
Dude, so you also don't know my In-N-Out experience is I had only had In-N-Out once before my life. I was like 12 years old. Yeah. I was in California. I went on a trip to LA with my family, and I had In-N-Out, dude. It was like the one thing that I remembered from the trip. I was like, this is the best thing I've ever had in my life. And I didn't know they had it outside. I thought it was like a California thing.
Just West Coast, man.
And it wasn't until we were actually in Arizona that I found out there was one there. So the whole day I'm thinking, like, in the back of my, dude, we're all having fun. I'm meeting all these people and I'm first time streamers. And I'm like, dude, this is great to meet you. Nice. And in the back of my mind, there's just one thing, like, am I going to get In-N-Out at some point during this weekend? I need
Dude,
to.
that makes me feel
like-
so much better. That's awesome.
And so when that happened, and it wasn't until we landed that like I found out that there's actually In-N-Out there. So like as soon as I found that out, it was like just in there the whole time. When we finally got that burger and dude, I was passed out. I remember on the couch when you and Ricky just standing above me like my little angels, dude. It made my
You're
whole
getting
fucking
knocked
night,
down, bro. God damn.
I will never forget that. That was awesome.
I feel like if I ever do drugs, I want to do it with Hamsey. Seems like the guy who knows it all.
Yeah, dude.
I'll do
Yeah.
mescaline with you, Hamsey. We can do mescaline.
Dude, should we pop some mescaline one day?
Dude, I'll fucking hit up Kyle, bro. Maybe
bro,
he might
on the real, like, who's
Sorry,
down
Kyle.
for ayahuasca trip? Like, let's go somewhere and then
Absolutely
Oh,
not. That
No?
sounds like
Nope.
a that sounds like a walking.
Wild.
I've got my shit figured out. I'm fine. I don't need that. I'm
Yeah.
chilling. If I get addicted to heroin, I will let you know. We can go.
You know where I got my mescaline?
The dark web or Kyle?
Dude, actually, yeah. Do you remember the Silk Road?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's where I ordered my mescaline from.
That's
Wait.
crazy.
Okay. That must have been. Was that in high school, or was
No,
that in
this is in
early
college.
college? Because
This was
I
20.
wait. How old are you? How old are you?
This must have been like 2013, 2014.
Because I tried to order from the Silk Road when I was a freshman in college, and I bought all the Bitcoin and everything. And the day before I was about to place an order, the FBI shut it down.
Yeah.
And that was when I was a freshman, and I had to go to some probably honeypot website and buy
I
mushrooms, which
remember
ended
when
up
I got
working
shut
out.
down, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were
Okay.
bummed, man.
yeah.
We used to
There's
look
a new
into
one.
it.
There's a new
excited.
one.
There's plenty. There's many
Yeah.
out there.
If we
How do
kept
you know
all the
that, T Papa?
Bitcoin,
I don't know. We can talk about it later. I've heard. I read an article.
Yeah, yeah.
dude, if we kept all the Bitcoin that we were using on drugs for the Silk Road, like we would be fucking millionaires by now.
Yeah, dude,
should have
that
a lot
guy
more drugs
Kyle
now.
who made the mescaline, he bought drugs on the Silk Road when it was like first a thing. This is like like junior year of high school, I want to say. And he ended up spending the equivalent of like $200,000 on a quarter ounce of mushrooms if he had just kept it, which I think is pretty
Jesus
rad.
Christ.
That's pretty crazy.
That's kind
Like,
of
it
badass.
was like $10 for a Bitcoin back then or something
That
like
was
that.
pretty
Yeah.
fucking gnarly, man. I remember looking at the Silk Road and just like browsing the site of like what you can buy,
Oh, yeah.
like a fake passport or a sniper rifle.
They didn't do guns after a little bit. They took guns off the market because it was too
Sniper
I
late.
remember
rifle?
looking at a sniper rifle that I
Yeah.
could have literally bought online and sent to my house.
And just remember
That one might
that.
have gotten
box.
intercepted. That one's kind of a big package. Like they send
Yeah, I
that
was
one through an
gonna say.
X-ray, and they're like,
Yeah, I don't know if that would have gone through to my dorm.
Sign it
Packs for Hamsey?
50
Fucking
cal
rifle.
rifle shows up at your fucking door. Yeah, that'd be quite a package. But remember that the base stream team does not condone buying illegal weapons or drugs off the internet.
Correct.
You had to do that for Kroger.
So-
That's the only reason.
If you're a sponsor out there,
What if we got sponsored by Barrett?
We don't
Barrett
do
50 cal
drugs.
sponsor? I'm down for
Yeah.
that. I would love
That'd
to
be
watch you
cool.
guys shoot a Barrett 50 cal, especially at Noble. He'd just go flying backwards. I feel like.
I'm pretty
Dude,
sure I would hit every
I
target.
shot a gun for the first time a couple months ago. And like I've never had.
yeah, we
like,
saw that. That was
I've,
pretty
I've been
clear
at
as
the
your
views
first
like
time.
no. What?
It looked
I didn't
fine
get
to me.
that.
Don't listen to the. They're being mean. You looked great.
Okay, yeah, fuck
Okay?
you guys, all right?
You look great.
Like I've always been on the mindset of like you know, guns. I don't think that's good. Blah blah blah. It's bad. And then I shot a gun, and holy fuck, dude! I want like 10 of them for myself. I want them on all my walls.
He rescinded
I wanna
his
go out
vote
to
for
the
Bernie
field.
Sanders after he shot him. And he's like, strike this from the record.
Hey, we got Ted Cruz right here. He's a guns advocate. He's a Second Amendment guy. What?
Ted, please make it happen. Let me stream with a fucking like AR strapped to my door over here, bro. Come on,
You
let me have
can.
this.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can show weapons on stream. You just can't threaten anybody with them, or obviously use them and
Yeah.
threaten people with
Like
them.
one of the
You can even
biggest
shoot guns.
one of the biggest
Sorry.
Tarkov
Yeah, you can
streamers,
shoot
like
guns on
right
stream.
behind him, he just has like all like 100 guns just mounted on the wall, like super sick shit.
Are they real guns or are they from Tarkov?
No, they're real. They're real guns. He's got. I mean, Tarkov uses real guns, but yeah.
Dude,
I
that's
meant
so
like
smart.
to
He
print them
hangs
out
them
or
up,
something.
and then he can like use those attacks right off, and then go shoot him later. Smart.
That is smart, dude. Shout out to we're writing off that Louis Trey. All right, that's
Oh,
a tax
yes.
write-off. I want you to know that.
I think at an event one day we could do a live stream where we shoot guns. We could do it as long
I
as
would
it's
shoot
safe.
a gun with
as
you,
long as it's
Seth.
safe,
As
it'll be fun.
as long as you hold me from behind while I.
I got you. You know,
Trigger.
we'll get
Yeah,
it
I
at
shot a gun
Nobles,
once before.
He might tickle
Yeah.
your back though.
Yeah, I
I
might
shot a
tickle your
gun once
back.
before. I shot a 22, which I liked.
That's the best gun to learn with. Best
Oh
caliber, in my
yeah,
opinion.
no, I liked it. I feel
It's
like
very
I could
light.
just, like, put it in my, just pull it out. Hey, but I also shot a 9,
Whoa, bro.
which was, conceal. And just,
Yeah, I'd say anybody try to learn to shoot a gun, definitely go with the like a 22 caliber
Well,
or 9mm.
I shot a 9 and it
Of course.
almost blasted my head off.
Really? What do you mean by
Jesus.
that?
I mean, just the kickback on it.
The recoil from a 9mm?
Bro, you're a bitch.
Yeah,
Pussy ass bitch.
it was literally the first time I had ever shot a gun.
That's fair. It's intimidating,
Okay.
especially if the first time you ever shoot a handgun, it's a little different than a rifle too, because
Yeah.
it feels like it just doesn't feel comfortable or it's just not natural.
Dude, Hamsey, when
first
you were
time I
like
ever shot
pulling the
was a
trigger back,
handgun.
did it feel like you were like pulling it way far back, like it just wasn't going?
I mean, I don't really remember, to be honest. I was kind
A
of
lot of my friends like I kept squeezing
He
it,
was
just
on mescaline
wasn't
at the time.
firing. So
He was on
Yeah, that's the
mescaline.
thing too. Is,
Yo, you guys want to hit some mescaline and go to the range? What do we think?
that is not a good idea.
What are we thinking,
Do
boys?
not condone that.
I'm not fun.
Gonna see
I'm
another
not fucking
fucking
doing
green
that.
board and run into it with a gun.
Hamzy's
Dude,
gonna
I
be like,
remember-
"Look, come on, shoot." Hamzy's gonna like shoot me with the gun. Like, see, I'll dodge it. Come on, I can do it. I can see it.
Dodge it. Dude, the first time I ever
I-
shot, I shot like a Luger, which is like a little 22 gun. And then probably like 5 minutes into the session, one of the instructors who was like on break or some shit rolls into the range, puts a target of Osama bin Laden up, like wheels it back and like starts shooting with a 50 cal, a Desert Eagle. And after that, I was like, this is loud, Dad. I want to leave.
Mood.
If you ever go to an indoor range, it's not the best because there's always that one guy that does have just some insane high caliber weapon that's so.
I've
fucking
only ever
loud.
shot at an indoor range.
Yeah, outdoors is definitely the
dude, outdoors is
terrible.
way fun.
Yeah,
Like go
indoor
like
is
up like the
terrible.
side of the mountain with like a 24 pack of like some super cheap soda, like shake it up and like throw it out there and just shoot it and it explodes. It's so fun.
Or Tannerite. Shout out to
Tannerite.
the southern
shout out
people of the
Tannerite.
world. Tannerite it's legal to buy, and you can blow up as much up as you want here. Pretty nice. Go ahead, Ignoble this.
And then if a squirrel no, I'm kidding. That was a joke.
Man.
Jesus.
You don't need a
No,
license to hunt squirrels, do you? I think you just eat those things.
Depends.
Can you?
Depends on how fast you can get out of the area.
I don't think you need a license in Tennessee. Not that I know
I've
of.
killed a squirrel. I shot one.
I had
I've eaten
a
them. They're good. It's good
That's
eating.
illegal.
I used to have a
What?
K-Kona friend who would shoot squirrels with a pellet gun outside of his window and make squirrel stew.
Well,
Yeah, squirrel's not bad. It's pretty
That
good.
sounds
Yeah.
pretty K-Kona, yeah.
yeah,
That's pretty kick on, man.
I killed a squirrel with a
Very
pellet gun
kick on.
and I chopped off its tail and I kept it as a bookmark for like 4 years.
The bookmark.
I'm reporting you to the FBI.
First thief I captured
what
for
the
you.
fuck?
Just his
What?
Do
tail
you
there.
also
on a
tear
fucking
apart
list for that.
lizards that you found in the desert?
Holy
Like,
shit,
what the
did you
hell are
make-
you
wait,
doing?
did you make
gonna
your own
not tear them
fucking,
apart? You just gonna leave them be?
We used to shoot lizards with like pellet guns. We never shot anything else. We'd shoot lizards with pellet guns.
T-Pop was a weird kid at school selling rabbit's feet that he made himself from the rabbits he killed.
Not properly cured, it's like rotting rabbit foot.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
man.
Why?
Dude, we went to Lake Powell when I was younger. And like, you know, like how lizard tails like regrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like my family was like telling me like, oh, it'll just grow back. So I'm like, okay, cool. And I was like, you know, ripped it off. And I was looking at the lizard like,
You just ripped the poor lizard's tail off?
well, I was like looking at it like, so when does it grow back? Because it's been like 10 seconds. It's still-
Oh, no.
Imagine you're just fucking chilling and like some dude walks up to you and just rips your fucking leg off. He's like, huh, is it gonna grow back soon?
but it's pretty much what I did. I was like this little kid. And I was like, it's just taking longer than I thought.
The circle of life. I know people out there listening to you. You guys have done some fucked up shit to some animals too. You know, I believe it.
Yeah. Yeah. Type 5 in the comments if you.
If you're sewing your own
If
rabbit's
you've ever
feet.
if you ever ripped a lizard's tail off, put a 5 in the comments. I just want to know.
If you've ever done drugs, had alcohol, shot guns, or ripped off animals' limbs, put a 5 in the comments.
K-Kona.
And don't specify. just
My
put-
childhood friend used to set up like. He wasn't it was my brother's friend. I'm gonna distance myself a little bit. He used to set up traps and like make napalm in his backyard. He would like dissolve
Gee, his
styrofoam
his
in
backyard.
gasoline, and he would have like fucking little string trap. He would catch shit too, and like
Is
he
his
wouldn't
name
check it that
Kyle?
often. No, what the fuck was his name? Trevor? I don't
Destructo.
know.
Dude,
Definitely Trevor is such a name for somebody who does that kind of shit. That's a
Dude,
Trevor.
okay,
Trevor.
my
Yeah.
best friend was also named Trevor, and he wasn't that weird. This guy was. His dad.
bro,
Never mind. We'll talk about it after.
when
the
I was in college, there was a kid on my campus that got taken to jail. SWAT rolled up on his house and they took him to jail because he was making a bomb.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, that'll happen.
They have a warrant
And,
for that?
and even everyone that was close to him was like, no, dude, he was just like a real big science guy. Like he just liked experimenting with making. He wasn't going to use. They were like, he wasn't going to use it on anybody.
He wasn't gonna use it.
That was their whole. That was their whole thing. Was he wasn't going to use it on anybody. He was just
Yeah.
into that kind of stuff.
There's this thing to get a search warrant though. It's called probable cause. That guy was probably making a bomb.
Yeah. It was
Possibly.
like, an experimental bomb. He wasn't gonna
Yeah.
fucking, write a manifesto. He just wanted to make a bomb.
Lex
So he
Luthor's
got
cool
arrested
sometimes.
and he's like, is he in prison now? Like, what happened with him? I want to know the rest of the story.
Honestly, man, I never heard the follow up. I mean,
He's on
chemistry.
Guantanamo, bro. We lost him.
this was like 10 years ago, bro.
The only white guy in
Goddamn.
Guantanamo. He's still locked up. He's fucking. he's trapped.
Oh,
If that guy,
man.
it might have been. He might not wanted to use it, but he probably was making a bomb if they were able to just snatch him up like that.
I don't know, man.
I
They
watch
just
a
said
lot of
he was
cops or something. For some reason I know.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
just
I
said he
like
was
watching
really
those
into
shows.
like science experiments and shit. And
How much fertilizer do you have to buy before?
It
the
is very
police get
easy to
on?
make a bomb. Don't look it up
What?
on the internet though.
You can literally buy
It is
the Anarchist cookbook.
It is
on
very easy to
Amazon.
make explosives.
And that
very
has
easy.
I do
Detailed.
not
Do
condone
not!
any of this.
Do not look it up. Do not look it up. Do not look it up, please. But it is not hard.
okay, but also define bomb. There's the bomb that will like just explode your table, and then there's the bomb that will like take down a building. It's
then
like
you
I feel
got,
like there's
like-
like a scale.
We got
of-
any Twitter topics?
You got Margot Robbie's ass.
Before
What is your
before we
favorite
jump into
explosive?
Twitter time, I just wanted to say this on the topic of
C4.
people getting arrested in college. I think I have a pretty decent story. My freshman year, my calculus TA, he was an international student, and he was extremely super smart, super like great guy, very resourceful. Like every time I had a question, I'd always ask him. He was like the best guy to go to. Fast forward to senior year, I get a message from like my university's like, police or whatever the fuck, like that name pops up. Like, oh shit, like I know this name. Like this is like this name's familiar. I emailed him a lot. Then I looked it up, and it's like XYZ was arrested today for murdering his girlfriend in a house just north of campus. Be careful. Like it took us a while to catch him, but we finally got him. So things are okay now. And I was like, the same like quiet dude who is just like really good at math and an awesome guy also happened to murder his girlfriend. So
He was good at math, I believe it.
I mean, was she a bitch?
Maybe she was fucking Hamsey.
so that's probably what it was.
Oh my
You're the
god.
reason some chick is dead.
We've
So
come full
Cincy
circle.
Bearcat asked, what qualities make up your ideal e-girl?
I'm taking a squiz. I'll be in there.
This is for Hamsey, by the way, not T-Papa.
Oh, sorry, Cincy
What
Bearcat.
qualities make up the ideal e-girl?
Hey, go ahead. That's
Yeah.
a good question. That's a good question.
Um,
All right, yeah.
I'd probably say young, Indian, kind of high pitched voice, dry on site at the top.
Define young.
Fine high-pitched voice.
Yeah, do you think I have a high pitched voice?
Oh god,
You
yeah.
definitely. Hey, there's a little estrogen, there's a little estrogen in there, Bubba. Just a little bit.
Yeah,
Just a
that.
touch of estrogen in there. A little something.
Women
Okay.
like
Dude,
estrogen.
the
Okay.
second,
Yeah,
the
exactly
second
what
you
I'm
get,
saying.
it's
You
the
know,
mic, bro.
yeah.
It's the mic. Let me just, it's
Yeah,
the mic.
that's
Mike.
true. I think
What kind of
when
mic
you
is
say,
What was that? What was that?
What?
Is that your real voice? I just heard deep. Like I heard something deep come from you. I don't know. Sorry.
Me? Oh no.
Yeah.
No,
This is
that-
my normal voice.
Maybe it is the mic. I don't know.
Testing. Hello.
Yeah, just talk like that.
Hey guys. My testosterone is flowing through. Fucking Christ! Holy shit! Goddamn.
I think Noble's like,
Hey guys, what's up? How we doing today?
That'd be good.
That's
Yeah, just
sick.
yeah. You get a little mod.
Yeah,
You
I'm,
do the
I'm
fake
legitimately
voice.
like actually changing my audio setup. I was telling a mofo and I put it in the bass chord today, but I'm trying to get an SM7B and move up in the world.
Podcast listeners are rejoicing, bro.
Yeah. That's most of the
Yeah,
comments is
most
we
of
hate
them.
Ignoble's
I
mic. It's most of them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's almost every
Yeah.
comment's like ignoble needs a mic, get ignoble a mic.
I've deleted at
Bro,
least
Five.
30 comments
Crowdfunding,
every
dude.
video that say, what's up with Ignoble's mic? So
Oh, come on, man.
I was circle
I
back to
remember the
the.
first one.
I was gonna circle back to the gun topic real quick. How many
course.
viral views do we get on Dabla shooting a 50 cal rifle?
what is she shooting?
She's just shooting a target. Just her,
Well,
just
yeah,
her,
like,
just
what's the
shooting.
target?
It.
It's like a
Or she
paper.
shoots a 50 cal, she's flying into the next country.
The target would have to be. I don't know. What should we make the target for
Like
her?
a pumpkin.
Like,
She's gonna miss. It's just gotta be like a large.
Okay, how about like 17
Oh.
watermelons stacked up in a big square?
No, something related to her. I don't know. Maybe a massive plushie or something. She probably felt bad for it though.
Oh, dude, a huge wide whooper bee.
That
Oh,
would be
man,
funny.
that'd be
That
good.
would be perfect. Yes. Then she'd
She
probably
shoots
feel
it
bad
and
after
starts
she'd feel
dancing.
bad for shooting it.
Don't be blown up. Are you blown up? Don't be blown up.
She's doing like
Oh.
ASMR and then she shoots a fucking gun and blows your eardrums out.
Oh,
That'd be so funny. Dude, imagine the video she does. She's like, cute girlfriend shoots huge gun. It's like, what?
Oh, dude, that would pop off.
I mean, it probably would. I mean, it's a good. I mean, you could work on the title some, but it could be really good. I think.
It's like you know, like how
100%.
all our videos have like the like super like relaxing kind of thumbnail vibe. It just has that. She's like holding this a huge just gun.
That would be good.
Yeah.
Oh, Max he would have probably good a take on that. We were talking
what?
about a viral video of Dahlblush shooting a 50 cal rifle at a massive wide whooper bee like cutout cardboard.
She would pull the trigger and all of her would disappear besides her shoes. She would be gone. She would
Okay,
disintegrate.
okay.
We're gonna have to hold her.
No,
All
we
five will
put her-
just hold her in
I will
place.
fund.
we
Yeah, we'll
set her
fund
up
it
on
though.
a tarp, but then we cover the tarp in water and Dawn soap.
What is that
Just
going to
goes
do?
just sliding back
Yeah,
instead
no,
of
yeah,
flying back. A water slide.
You making a slip and slide with 50 coil recal or 50 cal recoil? What could?
50
sounds
coil
like-
recal.
50 coil.
I've been down a hot slip and slide with you guys.
It's all the
You just
Louis
do
in
that
my
at
brain,
TwitchCon.
bro.
Get a giant fucking tarp and a fuck ton of Dawn soap and just like.
You know what we can do at TwitchCon?
do
Twister,
that.
but the entire thing is covered in Dawn dish soap.
That's just gonna end up in an orgy, I think.
That's the point.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
True.
I don't
That's
think
true.
Dawn dish soap is good lube, but I've never tried honestly.
No, I've got it in my
We'll try.
asshole once. It was brutal.
Pain.
I mean, it does that
Is-
job. It kind of stings.
There is story behind that? Why is there Dawn dish soap?
Yeah,
in the
well,
asshole?
I had like a funnel in my ass and I was pouring Dawn dish.
I thought you were being serious. I zoned out for a second. I just heard you say that, and I was like, "What?"
Oh my gosh.
It's
I
like
wouldn't be
butt chugging
surprised
with
though.
Dawn dish soap.
Dude, the best part is just Hamsey said, "Yeah, I've done meth, tons of meth." I was like, "Oh, that's a funny joke." He's like, "No, I did meth."
I was
like, "Okay,
I was
all
looking
right,
at
there we go."
Hamsey's screen to see if he was gonna nod and be like, "Yeah, man, me too. I've done that. Yeah, yeah."
Oh, man.
Out of anybody here, I'm gonna be honest. If anyone's butt chugging Dawn dish soap, it's Hamsey.
I mean,
Hey, it's a new Baudet.
if I have to.
He's like, I'm more of a palm olive kind of guy.
That is a good question, though. The one that Mofo asked. Anybody else want to fill that or no? Or you want to move on to something?
Wait,
What was the
oh.
question?
Qualities make up your
What was the
ideal
question?
e-girl. Ignoble's like, she's breathing.
Hey, Ignoble should be the one to answer this, honestly. Go
I
ahead.
thought this was for ignoble.
Yeah, it should be.
Well, I mean, honestly,
All right, we're going to
Whatever.
edit that out.
No,
Oh
we're keeping that
my
in. I'm not editing
God.
that out. Also, I just want to say thanks. This is the farthest any cast has gone with no edits needed so far, so let's keep it up.
What do you mean no edits? We're recording this whole time?
She's like, wait, what?
Ah.
I
Ned
didn't do
Hamsey.
math. I'm Ted Cruz.
I didn't do math.
I'm running for the
No.
U.S. Senate.
I never bought a sniper rifle on the Silk Road.
And if you did, it has a serial number, right? It does.
Holy shit. Of course, yeah, of course.
Not scratched off.
Hamsey, like I'm looking at the Twitter topics. It looks like it seems like you have like a lot of interesting stories to talk about. Like one of the things that Danny on Bundy asks you is, can you please tell the story of the fire alarm / naked crazy lady in the hotel?
Huh.
Oh my
Hmm?
god.
And then he also says, P.S. Love you, Hamilton.
Oh yeah, Evescape says you have a huge cock, by the way.
With a question mark or a period?
No, period.
Okay.
Nice.
That's on brand.
Smash.
Shut up.
Great.
Yeah, he DM'd me
Smash.
that at RuneScape.
Love that.
Yeah.
Well, okay. First of all, shout out Danny on Bunny. Fucking love the dude. Favorite, probably outside of base streamer at the moment. The fire alarm, naked, crazy late. Okay, so in my IRL life, I'm a hotel manager, right? Front desk manager. Recently got moved up to front office manager, but on my feet.
Is this a
working
euphemism
with
for you being a pimp? Like you can just say it here. Are you actually a
No,
pimp?
man. Although I do think about sometimes like a side business, but we'll get into
Your
that
pussy
later.
is bad. cheese.
I work on my feet daytime, sometimes overnights. I deal with people a lot. There's a lot of crazy things that happen. And so this was actually during so the hotel industry got hit real hard by COVID. This was kind of when we were
wow.
in the process of making our comeback. So in terms of staffing, we weren't really we didn't have as many people working. So it was kind of tough. We were still selling rooms in the hotel. So it was sometimes just one person at the front desk at a time running the whole hotel. We're 50% occupancy, which is kind of a lot for one person. And so my mid shift leaves at maybe 8 p.m. A little bit before that, I had gotten a phone call from the police being hey, just wanted to let you know there's a woman staying in your hotel right now. She's having a big mental health crisis. Just want to let you know, you should keep an eye on this woman. And that's all they told me. The fucking police. And so I was like, okay, that's kind of
fuck 12,
monkey.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck 12.
I hate the police.
True.
So I find this, and I, was doing something on the same floor. So I went and knocked on her room, and the lady opens the door that the police were telling me about, and I was like, "Hey," I'm like looking at her just to see like, she seems totally normal. I was like, "Okay, just wanted to let you know I got a phone call about you from the police that like you might be a little going through some things, and I just wanted to make sure like everything's okay." And she's like, "Yeah, I drove up 17 hours from Florida. I kind of just like left my house and like drove up here. I just kind of like I was having a little bit of a mental health thing, but I just needed to kind of get away from my town, so I drove up here."
17 hours away.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait,
just
from
got on the
Florida?
car and went. Yeah, just went Florida to DC, just in the car. And she's like, "I'm having a little bit of a thing. I'm all good." And I was like, "Okay." Just like side question. We're not supposed to like tell information about guests if like anyone asks. So I was like, just like I think some of your family might be calling the hotel to ask if you're staying here. Like, is it okay if I tell them that you're here? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. So her sister had called me shortly before. I didn't say anything, so I call her sister back, and because her sister called me and she was like, is my sister at your hotel? Like, she's totally losing it. And so she seemed really normal. So I call her sister back and I'm like, yeah, like I just talked to her. She honestly seems pretty fine. She's like, okay, I'm getting a flight up. Like, I'll be there by tomorrow morning. Like, just keep checking on her. Okay. And I was like, I don't know. Like, she really seemed okay when I was talking to her. And then, my mid shift leaves. So at this point, I am the only one running this hotel. Like, we've got like one housekeeper that's like mopping the floors in the public areas. We got one security person, and then it's just me. And I get a phone call from, like, I see the caller ID, and it's the room next door to her, and they're like, "Hey, there's this crazy naked lady running around my hall right now."
Oh God.
And as I'm on the phone with this person, I see the other phone ringing as well, caller ID. It's just a couple doors down. And I'm like, oh my God, this is like really going down right now. So I take the elevator all the way up to the 9th floor. By the time I get up to the 9th floor, the fucking fire alarm's going off. And all the guests on that floor are out in the hallway. They're out of their rooms. They're all in the hallway, and they see me come up. They see me in my suit. They know I'm like the manager, and they're like, "She went that way. Like, this crazy lady is running around naked." I'm like, okay, naked? What do you mean? Like, maybe like not wearing a shirt, whatever. She punched the glass where the fire extinguisher was, and she sprayed it into the elevator and then just took off. And, that sets off the fire alarm, which sets off the system that shuts off the elevators.
What does she look like? Can you do your best to describe what she looks like to me so I can envision this better?
T-Papa wants to know what size your titties are. That's
let's
what
say
I'm like,
like
I need to know.
50,
I want to know age.
Okay.
I want to know hair,
let's
color,
say like
places.
50-year-old
Cup size.
white blonde woman.
Okay, blonde.
It's like
Yeah.
dirty blonde, like an ombre. Like, what are we talking about?
No, light blonde, like
Okay.
just like a soccer mom looking woman, dude. I don't know,
No
like
way.
yeah.
I
Like,
believe it.
looked normal.
Kind of long hair, not like Karen hair. And then so when she did that with the fire extinguisher and stuff, that shut off the elevators. And as soon as I get up there and I'm dealing with all the guests in the hallway, I'm hearing on my radio, like, security, like, "Yo, you need to get the fuck down here to the lobby right now." And I'm like, shit, man. So at this point, I can't take the elevator down because once she punched through the fire extinguisher, it set off the fire alarm goes off, elevators don't work anymore. So I book it 9 floors down the stairs. And so when she sprayed the fire extinguisher fluid into the elevator, it went down for the elevator protocol for like what happens when the fire alarm goes off. They all go down to the lobby and then they just open up. So they opened up and like the like smoke, it looked like smoke, but it wasn't smoke, but it looked basically like smoke filled the whole lobby from the elevator,
Oh
from
my
the fire
God.
extinguisher
That's
fluid. So at this
crazy.
point, we've got public panic going on.
Jesus.
And
It's getting worse and worse and worse.
I'm dealing
My
with like,
God.
dude, I got fucking people trying to check in at this time. Too.
Oh my god,
And I'm
bro.
like, give me a second.
We're gonna go over to the
Other
Ramada. They're like, we're gonna go over to the Ramada and get murdered.
Their fire alarm's going off, so they're all coming down the fire thing. They're like, what's going on? And I'm like, okay, I need to figure out what's going on. And then I hear on the other end of the hotel, like the back entrance, I hear screaming, and I'm like, okay, that's where she is. And they tell you in the industry, you know, never run. Like no matter what the issue is, like always keep like a composure. And I am fucking booking it, dude, down this hallway in my suit. I'm looking like fucking Mission Impossible, dude, like in my suit. And I get to the end, and there's like a bunch of random guests just like trying to be good Samaritans, like trying to talk to her. And I see her, and I'm like, yo, like Miss whatever your name is, like, hey, remember me? She's butt naked, boys. Like full on, not wearing a damn thing, butt naked.
Freedom.
And I'm running up to her, and I'm like, hey, remember me? Like we talked earlier, like everything, like do you like? She had like a moment of like, she's screaming about the invisible man chasing me and blood everywhere. And I bring her off to the side, and I give her my jacket, and I'm like, yo, like, you look at me, like, remember me? We were talking earlier. And she had a moment of like clarity where she was like fine for a second. And then she like threw my jacket down off the ground and ran outside. And she runs into the middle of the intersection of, I don't want to say what streets they are, but it's a major intersection in the middle of DC. And it's this cop just comes and fucking decks her.
Like punches her in the face.
And no, he just comes, tackles her. Like he just sees naked lady run into the middle of the intersection, and he just goes, tackles her to the ground. But he like full on like a linebacker, dude, just decked her out. And I was like, no.
Safety.
And then at the same time, I remember like, I've got a whole hotel to run at this time. And I'm outside of it. I'm outside of this hotel, and my security comes outside. I'm like, dude, you deal with this. I was like, I'm going to go back inside. And I'm like, I make my way back to the lobby, and I'm going from the back entrance. So at this point, all the guests in the lobby have had to evacuate their rooms. They kind of realize that there's not a fire. So they're not like leaving the building, but they're all congregated in the lobby. And I get to the like top of the steps. They're all talking amongst each other. And I get to the top of the steps to enter back into the lobby. And as soon as I get to the top of the steps, they all just fall silent and turn and look at me as if it's like, and I'm like, okay, well, since you guys are all, you know, just, I'm going to make an official announcement on the thing, but like, we had a guest that was having a mental health crisis, as you could fucking see. Obviously.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, yes, the fire alarm's going off.
Oh my god.
We can't officially turn the elevators back on until the fire department comes. They have to do their, you know, there's a process to this. So I was like, they're going to be here in 2 seconds. They're going to turn it on. We're going to get you back up to your rooms. Like, fuck me, dude. Do you want free breakfast? Like, what? Like, so I had a couple guests coming up to the front desk. Like, this is really interrupting our weekend. And I was like, okay, fuck you. Like,
Your weekend's ruining my weekend.
So I was like, okay, I took a couple
man.
names, gave them some free breakfast, told them to fuck off. And then, yeah, dude. I had to, the worst part was I had to sit back down after all of this and call her sister, whose number I got earlier, and be like, hey, just wanted to let you know things got kind of bad. I was like, are you coming soon? She's like, yeah, I'll be there like in like 6 hours or so. I was like, oh.
She'll be at the
Like,
police.
she's not at the hotel anymore. I was like, she's like, where is she? And I was like,
She's in the tank.
yeah.
Jesus. Do you guys like get paid in terms of like insurance and stuff that takes care of all that stuff, or what? Like, what's the process with that?
No, man.
So
The hotel doesn't have insurance? What kind of hotel are
they have
you working in?
insurance, but not for
okay,
like.
okay.
I mean, what is insurance supposed to cover? And like, what do you think they should cover in that case?
I guess that's
Emotional
true. They said-
damages.
Yeah, emotional
Who
damages.
pays for those
I mean,
free
no, in
breakfasts,
terms of
man?
no. Who pays for the free breakfast? The hotel does.
Insurance for free breakfast.
Yeah. No. The hotel does. Insurance doesn't.
I'm imagining like
insurance.
I'm picturing fucking,
insurance.
like
If we're gonna cover free breakfast and insurance is gonna cover it, that's like someone slipped and fell and hurt themselves, and that's why you're getting free breakfast.
If
Like,
anyone's
for
going
that-
through their insurance to get free breakfast, dude, I'm gonna get angry.
No, dude. Nah, man. Like, fucking pro tip, dude. If you're ever trying to get free breakfast out of a hotel, don't make it a big deal. Like, oh, I got fucking injured at your property, because then they're gonna bring in the insurance team. Then you're gonna have to go through a whole fucking thing, dude. Like, you're way better off just saying like, I called and asked for this to happen, and no one did it, because there's no way to track that. And it also doesn't involve any like physical injury where you have to like investigate shit.
I got AIDS on your property. I would like
Dude,
it.
we're not fucking AIDS.
I would like free breakfast.
No. But you know, I called someone last night and I asked for a wake up call, and I didn't get it this morning, and I missed a
Ooh.
very important meeting.
You should be putting this out, man. People fucking
Damn.
I should write a book, dude. There
Dude, if I
actually
was
is a
at the
book.
front desk, I'd be like, use your fucking phone alarm, you idiot. Like,
That's what I think in my head,
It's
dude. What do you think?
2022.
2022.
What do you think
Everyone
I'm
has a
thinking in my
fucking
head
phone,
when
bro.
they say that?
Oh, that's a good question for you, Hamsey. Is what is the biggest like Karen you've ever dealt with in your position? Like the worst one you can think of?
Oh my god, dude! This is what I'm dealing with right
I know.
now.
oh my god.
That reaction.
Dude, there's
that's
this
low.
woman I'm dealing with right now, and it's not even a big deal, dude. Like, her AC didn't work one night, and she is the most heavily compensated guest I've ever seen in my life, dude. Like, this woman got like 5 nights free, dude, because one night her AC didn't work, because she's a lawyer, so she knows what the fuck to say. And like, they're
Oh,
all
that's
like, dude,
so hot.
she knows.
Fuck.
She's so annoying about the way she goes about things, dude. She like found the GM's email and shit, and like, dude, she just uses this language that's like really like makes them all scared. And
yeah.
like, dude, I've seen people, bro, I've seen us make people miss a funeral for a loved one, and we've comped like one night of their stay. And this woman had an AC bust for one night. She got upgraded to a massive suite and got 5 nights comped because of the way she played it.
So
I
smart.
don't know whether to
I
hate
want
her
to
or
read
respect
what
it.
she wrote.
Yeah.
I want to read what
Yeah,
she. Can
it's
you
like-
forward that
I'm like-
that conversation?
Oh my god! I
Bunch
can
of,
show you
bunch of
guys
civil
some,
lingo
like,
shit, probably.
I'm like
Dude,
very
this woman
impressed.
calls me
I need a
every
friend
day.
like this that I could like, you know, if anything bad happens to me, like
I
they
got
would
one
help
for
me
you.
draft up an email. Oh yeah,
Hit me up,
hit me
yeah.
up.
He's,
Okay, I'll figure it out.
Okay,
Sarah-
but I mean,
Syracuse
she goes
Law.
out and
He's
talks to her
good.
friends. She goes out and talks to her friends, surely, and I wonder if like she like tells her friends like, "Yo, I got like
Oh,
5
for
nights
sure.
comp from this hotel."
definitely
Because
did.
I
okay,
would.
but it, like, do you think her friends are like, "Hell yeah, girl, go ahead," or do you think they're like, "You're insane"?
They're both, because they say that first one to her face, and then she leaves, and look at each other like, "The fuck is
Yeah.
her problem?"
Or they
I
might
don't
all
know
also
if
be a
one of you
thing.
guys told me
Maybe they're all
like.
Karens.
I would be pretty stoked if one of you guys got that. Yeah.
Like a flock.
Yeah, well, it
of
depends
Karens.
on how you did it, I guess. Like, if you did some crazy shit, like at the Mirage or something, you're like, yeah, we got the all every day free. I'd be like, hell, I guess it depends on what it is, what you like did.
say
to
fuck
get
I
it.
threatened the employee's life with a handgun, and we have it free sweet.
Batches.
Bad chest.
Tasty says he got AIDS at the Mirage and they all comped us like free rooms. You know?
Nah,
I'd be-
man.
I'd be down for it.
I would definitely say fuck you, but I'm not like hypersensitive to like service. You know, like, you ever have those friends that are like, they work in a restaurant, and then like you go out to eat at a restaurant with them, and they're like stacking the dishes and shit. Like, dude, let me like just take it back. Like, I'll do the dishes for you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
dude,
I've
I
had
have this
that.
one boy who's like, you want me to just like we'll be like out at a dinner for like 8 people, and it's like the server has to take an order for 8 people, which is not easy. And my friend will be like, you want me to just like write everyone's orders down for you and like give it to you, like
Oh,
make it easier
man.
for you, like fucking stacking dishes and like basically about to take them to the back and clean them himself.
That's always fun.
Hey, no, but you're muted, by the way. What'd you say?
You pointed
Oh
at the
fuck!
camera.
Sorry, I was gonna say that you gotta work for that goddamn tip. That 18% is not fucking free.
I am 18%. Mr. Moneybags over here, dude. Jesus.
Tasty only tips 2%.
And they're lucky. It would be one.
Rich gotta stay rich. How can he afford Louis if he doesn't?
I'm pretty decent with a tip, unless it is just absolute terrible service. Like I'm not gonna be mad at my food if it takes her for the food, but like if you're just, I don't think it's that hard.
I'm terrified to tip under 20%, even if the service is bad. I feel bad about it.
No, my thing
Even
is
if the service is bad, really?
I've never
No
really had
matter
bad enough
what,
service
dude.
to where I'm like,
That's
I'm
true.
not
It's only
tipping
been like
you.
maybe once or twice in my life. I tipped like 10% just because the waiter was like
exactly
terrible.
what I was gonna say. I've only ever tipped 20 or 10, and I probably tipped 10% like 2 or 3 times just because they're fucking shitters, dude.
Yeah.
There's probably only one time I haven't tipped in my whole life, but like I will always tip 18-20%. It's like if you really piss me off, I'll just tell you like you fucking suck. Like I'm still gonna tip you, but like I'll just tell them straight up.
I'm still gonna tip you because you will starve and not pay rent if I don't. But you suck.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. I was talking to my brother about this. Like, you guys know, like on like DoorDash or Uber Eats and stuff, you tip before they even get your food,
Yeah.
like before the
Yeah.
driver's even assigned. Like, what is up with that shit? That is the most annoying shit.
I kind of think that too, because like they're like the driver's effort that they make ranges so far. There's the kind
Yeah.
that'll call you from outside, be like, "Come outside and get it," and then there's like the ones that'll bring it all the way, place it in your
There's
hands.
ones that'll fucking put it in your hands and like take it out for you, like feed you with a fork.
Dude,
I
this
don't
one girl
wanna
like
see
delivered
them.
it and like had like a handwritten note, like "Enjoy your day from your Dasher heart, Amanda," and was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, dude. One of my
that's
dashers
awkward.
sent me a fucking Minions meme one time, like years ago, a year and a half ago.
I use
Like,
Uber Eats and
they
they'll let you
texted
tip
it to me.
after. They'll let you tip
Yeah,
after.
I was gonna say Uber Eats and Postmates lets you tip after.
Yeah, that's why I use Uber. I tip after.
Yeah, DoorDash doesn't do that. That's like the dumbest thing.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. Yeah, I
Yeah.
use Uber Eats. I tip after, yeah. Because like they might bring you fucking. One time, I was just. It was after when I did one of my 24-hour streams. I was feeling gluttonous. I ordered a Sonic Blast, just a large one. Fucking this motherfucker. He knows this too. He sets it at my doorstep. It's completely melted. There's no ice cream. It's just fucking water. I was like, what the fuck?
It takes a bit, bro. You're in the
Just take a
Tennessee
bite.
heat, man.
It's 5 minutes from where I'm at. It's not close, dude. It's like you drove an hour, man. I don't care if it's a little melted. I'm talking water. Like there was no form on this bad boy.
That's so funny.
You ever get your food stolen by a delivery driver?
Yes, I have.
No,
feels bad
what?
then.
That is
How
bad.
does that happen?
Going,
Oh,
What
it
the- how does that
happens,
work?
dude. It's a once in a blue moon thing, but it happens.
yep.
Holy.
Explain.
Dude, I lived in-
like
when I
you
lived with a-
place an
I had
order
a
and
bottle
then
of vodka get stolen from me recently.
You know what?
A bottle of vodka I ordered on Drizzly,
Oh.
and
I never heard
It
of
was
that.
I didn't know you could even do that.
Yeah, me either.
yeah, well, you can hear, and I got it delivered, and bro, you know, like DoorDash, dude, or Uber Eats, or any of these, bro, you send them one little thing, like my order was wrong or was missing one thing, and they'll just instantly refund you. I had to go
Yeah.
through like fucking hoops, dude. I felt like the Karen myself. I was like, dude, can you just literally don't even give me a refund, man. Just give me credit. I'm literally about to buy another bottle because I need it. Like, I'm gonna buy another bottle. Like, just credit me so I can actually get what I bought. They're like, our record showed that it was bought. I'm like, I'm literally standing here and it's not here. I was like, it was not delivered.
That's crazy. I had a question for you, Hamsey. Unless you can go ahead, motherfucker. Go ahead.
Yeah, real quick. When I lived with Qneeks, dude, I would get DoorDash a lot because, that had my way to get around. And I had like literally 5 orders just fucked up back to back to back to back on like different days. And so I kept like getting refunds. I'm like, hey, like they fucked up my order, like Hamsey was saying. They just like do it. And then like one time I was like, hey, they fucked up my order. And then DoorDash was like, we're sorry. you've had too many issues lately, so I'm not going to give you a refund. I was like, excuse me? Like, you guys fucked up too many times. That's my fault. I was just like, so pissed, dude. I was like, there's no way that just happened.
Yeah, you can just. I sometimes probably once a month I'll just go to my DoorDash and just completely refund something. I'll just lie and say what didn't show up, and they just refund you.
Serious, bro? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Jesus.
Why are you admitting that?
What are they gonna
You
do
must have
about it?
had a lot of
Fuck you,
issues,
DoorDash.
Mofo.
I'm
Dude,
literally their
had a
best
lot of
customer, dude.
issues.
I deserve to save a little bit of money.
Like if Phoenix was here, he would tell you how many times I've been like, hey, I ordered this and I got some random shit instead. Like it happens so often. But then I got an Instant Pot, so that helped a lot.
I mean, dude, like I'm not just trying to like cheat them out of money and get free shit. Like I only do it when they actually fuck something up.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I have gotten refunds on a lot of DoorDash orders. I mean, I order a lot of DoorDash too, so it's like
Yeah.
you know, relative, but like I've never gotten that message where they were like, you've gotten too many issues. And like sometimes like 3 days in a row, dude. I'm like, bro, like it's not my fault.
Yeah,
Like
no, it
I
was,
just can't read simple
DoorDash, holy
fucking
shit.
directions.
He was like, I talked to the support and I got like support's manager. I was like full Karen mode. I'm like, you're telling me you guys messed up too many times and that's my fault. You're not going to refund me. It's like, well, we can't do this because of this. And I was like, you're going to refund me, then I'm going to uninstall your app. So I didn't.
Oh, you should threaten a
but
chargeback with your credit card. Companies hate that.
That's a good idea.
I'd love to read my own DoorDash profile.
See
I
what
don't think
people have
they-
said about you.
Do you think they have
Dude,
like a
oh my
rating
God,
on
dude.
you or something, or what?
When Seth did his
I
taxes,
mean, that stuff's all documented.
when Seth did his taxes, he like went through all of his DoorDash orders for like, you know, doing taxes, and he like told me the amount afterward, and I'm like, wow, I thought I ordered a lot. That was
I
a
don't
big
even want to
number.
know that number, honestly.
Hey, you can use it as an expense.
I'm gonna write off that Fiji bottle from Vegas. Honestly, that's
151.
You should-
straight in the tax
Hey, dude.
write-off.
Write it off. If you can provide the documentation, you're good to go.
I'm gonna write off this Discord call because technically I could be
Yeah.
streaming right now and making money. So
No,
That is
this is content creation. Yeah, fuck.
Can you put mescaline on titties? Is that a tax write-off or what?
Yeah, if you get it for
only if
shamanic
it's on the Silk
purposes,
Road.
if it's for shamanic purposes, you can.
Oh
Dude,
yes, my
My favorite thing about taxes, T Papa is writing off the escort from Vegas. Think about that.
Are you actually?
Oh yeah, are you
We're
kidding
editing
me?
this part out.
No,
Well,
that's,
I mean, that's-
not
that
that
is a
part.
business
Yeah, no,
expense.
that is a yeah.
You
no,
did
that
not
is-
sleep with the
I mean,
escort.
dude,
That was
it is
entirely
for
for content.
Out of
And
all
and
the
it's
single
legal.
purchases you've ever made, T Papa, where does the escort rank in terms of what it's done for your career?
Oh,
Good question.
that's crazy. That's number one. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, no. Hiring the escort was the best thing I ever did. So, shout
Dude,
the
could you
fuck
imagine
Well,
out.
what about
IRS is
East
like,
of
did you write off
Wano?
this hooker? And you like send them the video. Like, yeah, look. So like, okay,
Would
fair enough.
it be fair to say that the hooker idea was that just in a call one when we was just late night? We were in a
how
call.
we
When
had
did that
the
idea
hooker
come
idea-
from?
No, so how the hooker idea formed was it was during the QNeek streamathon or subathon, whatever. And it was me,
The
you, and him.
Cap
Yeah,
subathon.
the uncapped cap subathon with QNeek. So it was me, you, and him were playing zombies at like 4 or 5 a.m. one morning.
Oh yes, I
And-
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were playing zombies at like 4 or 5 a.m. one morning, and someone in chat said something. We were talking about Vegas and how we were going there, and someone in chat said something, and then someone in chat like responded to someone in chat, and it just like spawned the idea. Like, oh my god. Because they essentially
Yes.
said like, you guys should hire a hooker to play RuneScape. And then like I was like, oh, that's the fucking title, you know? I was like, I hired a hooker, and you know, it just
You're
I
just stealing all your content off your chatters, man.
no,
You really are
100%, dude.
inspired
That was
by this
QNeeks'
world.
chatters. It was his stream. I was like,
That makes
fucking
sense.
yoink, dude.
The best content is always stolen. That's
Yeah.
how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was
I
it.
just remember talking about it. We just kept talking about it and laughing about it. And then I mean, it was like a couple of days later, we were in the late night call, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hire a hooker to play RuneScape." And I was like, "It probably turned out well."
I mean, that's how this podcast started too. We talked about this forever before we did it.
yeah.
Yep, that is true.
No.
That is very true.
I still remember
remember.
being in a fucking late night Discord call, and then like we pull up a bunch of us are chilling out in there, and I see T Papa is live in Discord. Oh, what is he doing? all the boys are just, scrolling through women in Vegas who could,
That was so funny.
We had to
That
put
was
in,
a thing, yeah.
Before we went to Vegas, we had to put in some work to figure out, what the site was like, and see some prospective hookers, and yeah. So one night I just streamed in the Discord like all the hookers we were looking at, and all the homies joined, and then like Dalbla saw the preview and was like, "I see what you guys are up to." Dalbla thought I was just streaming porn to the fellas.
Which also happened on several occasions.
I mean, yeah. Shout out to Waldron.
Shout out Waldron.
If you're listening, shout out.
Hell
Hate
yeah.
you, but love you.
I know.
My question for Hamsey though was, how did you transition from being a Red Bull vodka slut into the Bang and vodka? Like, what got you to the Bang vodka level? Because that's a mixture.
You're
that
a
is
little
very
bit of a crackhead.
All right.
yeah. That is a dynamite mixture right there. That'll fuck you up.
Is your heart okay, bro? You on meds or some shit? Jesus.
You did
Okay,
meth.
so Seth, you're actually gonna kind of like this, man. I'm
right,
gonna
I'm
be
listening.
honest, man. I saw you drinking the Bangs a lot on stream,
Ah.
and
Thanks,
I
sponsor.
heard you, dude. I heard you talking one day about how you used to drink like regular energy drinks, and then you started drinking Bangs, and they just like hit way different. And I was kind of having the same. I mean, I still will drink like Red Bull or Monster or stuff because it's like in the vending machine at work. It's like if that's what I have to deal with, I'll take it. But dude, I remember hearing you talk about it on stream how you used to drink like regular energy drinks and you started drinking Bang and it just hit way harder. And I was like, shit, man, maybe I'll just try fucking Bang because I think my caffeine intake has just gone like way up. So I started
tolerance. You
drinking
definitely
Bang
built
and I was
tolerance.
like, God damn. Yeah. Built the tolerance. Like I would like if I am like, so I usually work like the 3 p.m. to like 11 p.m. shift. And then I'll stream from like 4 a.m. or I mean midnight to like 4 or 5 a.m. Like if I'm doing like a regular weekday stream, like I will not drink a Bang. For those, I will drink like a Red Bull Monster. And then if I'm like off the next day, I'll pot a Bang.
Dude, I see that because that's how you manage the job and the streaming. You have to like siphon the caffeine out to the appropriate amount. You know exactly what I'm talking about because I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Depending on what I'm doing, maybe I'll do the Monster. I like the sugar-free ones or whatever. Maybe one just dry scoop of some fucking bullshit gamer subs or something. Just you gotta like an actual crackhead rationing it out. So
It's tough
I
for
respect
us. It's tough for us full-time workers and streamers. Like shout out to all the
I
people
know.
that are
Tell me
that
about
are.
it.
Yeah.
Shout out all the people that are streaming and also
God.
working full-time jobs and got other
Yeah.
stuff going on as well.
That must suck.
It's got
I
its
mean-
pros and cons. Pros and cons.
You're having to deal with fucking naked ladies sprinting around your hotel and then come back and stream RuneScape to a bunch of fucking man children. Jesus Christ.
You're very talented.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's a cool day though.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives me stream content to talk about. Like, hey, guys, like I always have something to just
Yeah.
like start stream with. Be like,
I could talk
this
if
is
I
what I
could.
dealt with today.
One day I'm just gonna start talking about my job. I'll never stop talking. It would be endless content.
You would have some good fucking content.
Yeah, shit
that'd be
goes
fun.
down at Kroger.
Yeah, the things that happen at Kroger are actually insane.
God damn.
I mean, I
Maybe
always
one
got to
day.
be careful about what I even talk about too. You never know if like, I mean, there's
That's very
IRL
true.
people that sometimes find the stream like, dude, if anyone found this podcast, I'm fucked.
I did meth. Hey, he works at our hotel.
I mean,
Holy
dude,
shit.
I have talked about things that I've done at work and like things with other coworkers that I've done, and it would not be good.
You mean
if-
like sex or drugs or what are we talking about?
a little bit of both.
Yeah, you ever
Hell
fuck
yeah.
someone at work?
Well,
Ah,
dude, okay, so I have like, I kind of have like a code of not hooking up with coworkers.
Yeah, no, don't we all?
I
It's like a
do that
rule.
actually.
Okay, but in the hotel industry, it's a common thing to do task force, which is, let's say your hotel is like low occupancy, like slow season, so you're cutting hours, and then they'll be like, hey, this other hotel, just had 3 people quit at the same time, so they need help. So you'll send one person to like kind of balance out the hours, like within the company. They'll be like, we're sending you to like this other city. It's a pretty cool concept. I'd love to do it at one point. So I'm at this property that I'm working at, and they send in this girl who is just great. And she's
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
and she's like, I'm gonna be here only for a month. And like I want to see the whole city. And they all told, everyone was telling her like, yeah, like talk to Hamsey. He's like the one that like goes out and
fucks the other
sees
employees.
things and stuff. And I was like, okay. So she was like, yeah, like I want to go see all the cool bars, all things. So I took her out and just showed her the whole life of what we have to offer here. And then I was like, you know what, dude? It was like her like last week there, dude. She was like leaving.
You know, she could use some dick, right?
And I was like, you know what? Like, and the thing is, she had a boyfriend, okay? That
why you
Dude!
What is up with you, bro?
Oh my
Go
God.
around this man. Holy
Men
shit.
hate
Jesus
you,
Christ.
Hamsey.
He does not respect relationships.
Oh my God.
Well, to
part
be
of my
fair,
code. I don't do that either.
neither
It's just
neither
these
does
2
the
times.
girlfriend. You know?
Dude, you
It's
don't
these 2
follow
times.
codes. That's one of your
I
codes, bro.
Swear. Okay, I've broken a few codes are meant to be broken. This is the
Every story you've given us, you've broken the code.
Actually, these are actually the only 2. The one that we mentioned earlier, and this is the only time I've ever willingly.
Hey, you're an honest human. You know, you're admitting to, you know, you're just admitting it. I
I'm not
respect
perfect,
that.
you know.
Yeah,
like,
you're not perfect. Yeah.
But it
Breaking
was like her
news:
last.
Hamsey's not perfect.
Dude, so it was like her last.
Breaks
week.
his own code.
It was like her last week, and the whole time, dude, we had like kind of a little thing, but I was like, I'm not going to do it, but maybe I will. And then she was like about to go back to her country. And
Her country?
she-
What?
Wait,
What?
what?
City, bro.
No, we're talking.
Guys,
We're
country.
talking.
What?
She's foreign?
Well,
He's international, bro.
technically a territory. I'm not saying any more than that because
Oh.
Puerto Rico.
but
Bro, she's Puerto Rican.
fuck, shut up, Tasty.
Dang.
First of all, that's the same fucking country. That's also never mind. It's
Don't worry about the semantics.
Bro, she was
but
Puerto Rican, dude.
she's leaving. And,
You gotta show us. I want to see Insta after.
Well, she blocked me on Insta. So.
Oh, shit!
Okay, but
Wait, was that good?
later on. That's
Wait,
not
Ham,
because of
dude,
anything
is
I've done.
her
Only her
boyfriend
own
a
personal
football
team.
player?
Okay, we'll talk about that. We'll get into that at the end.
Her boyfriend
there's no
found you, bro. That's what it
stories.
is.
There's
About
a
to leave.
saga.
She's about to leave for her task force, right? She's going back. I'm never gonna see her again. So I just full send it, and it was great. You know, like fine, like finally did it, like great. And then, dude, I hear like 2 months later, they're like, "Hey, so we actually have openings, and so and so was interested in moving back to the area, so we're hiring her back full time." And so she comes back to work with me, like on a daily basis, like on my team, close relationships, like that's my
God.
new teammate that they hired.
Well, but before
And this-
before we get into this, after like you had sex with her, was it a good ending or was it just like awkward after it? Was it good? Was it good sex? Was the sex good?
Oh, it was great. And then it was like with the
Yeah.
sentiment that like we're never gonna see each other again. So that made it really easy to just kind of like
Yep.
be ourselves and things. And then she left, and then she came back. And like the whole time there was this like little thing that we knew about that no one else knew about. And then there was like also some random coworkers who would like catch on and like make jokes about it. Like, you guys are really close. Like, we're like, no, not really. And the whole time, dude, I like am just like so scared because at the same she had like made it seem like her and her boyfriend, who is still back in the territory, which I'm not going to say which it is.
We already know.
And
Pittsburgh, bro. Come on.
and she's making it seem like, yeah, you know, we're like, don't worry about that. Like, we're like pretty much done. Like, that's not going to happen. Like we're pretty much done. It's like basically not cheating. And then it comes out that he's moving here.
Oh.
and then he moves here.
Holy shit.
So he moves here and he fully lives here now. And
And he tried to kill me.
and so this was the point where so this is when COVID started.
Dude, is this
Quarantine.
story is
recent?
insane.
Jesus.
Yeah. So then
dude.
COVID happens.
I love you.
And then this is like lockdown. Everyone, you're not doing shit. Your social life is done. You are literally hanging out with your family and your roommates, and you're not leaving your house. So she, at this point, got like locked in an apartment with her boyfriend, who she had been dating for like 5 years. And so obviously there's a whole lot of guilt that sets in, because this is literally the only person she sees for day in, day out for however long. And so like I noticed that she had like just blocked me on everything on social media. And so like I texted her, I was like, hey, what's good with this? And she's like, yeah, like, like I remember like way back, like I mentioned, we like weren't really happy in our relationship. And then now like we decided to like, we're like starting over. And I was like, oh shit, that means you told him and he forgave you and stuff, right? And she's like, no, I didn't tell him. I'm starting over. I was like, oh, that's not
I'm starting over.
I was like, what kind of
dude, all girl do
I'm
is
a
eat
born
hot
again
chip
not
and lie,
cheater,
dude.
bro.
All girl do is eat hot chip and
Be
lie.
bisexual, twerk. It's
Oh my
fucking God.
Dude, I just love how Hamsey's like, oh, so like he told him and he forgave you. Like, yeah, that's
what I thought restart meant, like you confess to your significant other and then you decide to like, but no, she just decided to restart on her side, but not the other counterpart. So I don't know, man. I always think about it every day about how like
You still work with her? Does she still work with you guys?
Oh my god! This story is so good.
It's not even, dude, it gets worse.
It gets worse.
Oh my god!
Dude, I can't handle this anymore. There's too much math and
So they're
cheating.
engaged.
And
So they're engaged now. And
Oh my god!
they're not engaged.
Dude, Hamsey's about to tell us they're
No.
naming the kid Hamsey,
so
dude.
listen, every day, dude, not every day, but a lot of days, I think about her just like, dude, the guilt in a human can
That's what you
only
think about?
the guilt in a human can only last so long, dude. And I just think about the day she just fucking breaks down and tells this dude,
Okay.
and he just comes up and he knows where to find me.
You
Have you
think
met
she's
him?
only fucked you, dude? She's fucked other
met him.
guys. If you're
Yeah.
once a cheater, always a
Okay.
cheater.
I have reason. I have reason to believe she hasn't.
What reason is that? You think she's trustworthy? She fucked you.
It's just what I know. So the thing is, dude, she lived in close quarter. Like they've been dating since they were like 15. They lived in the
God.
same town,
Dude.
the whole time until she moved here.
Yeah.
So like she moved here, and like I was kind of like her guy here.
She's gonna break,
Yeah.
dude. There's no way she
Dude.
doesn't.
So if she breaks, bro, I'm fucked. Cause this dude, okay, I've met him. And
Oh,
he's like the same size as me. Kind of looks like me. Like Puerto
Has a
Rican.
type. Yeah, has a type.
Yeah, he kind of looks
Like
like
a Puerto
me.
Rican,
Puerto
like Ted
Rican
Cruz, or what?
Hamsey.
Fuck off, man.
that should be an emote. There should be a Puerto Rican and a Hamsey emote.
Like, dude, there was like
Empty Puerto
one day-
Rico. dude.
No, we need a Hamsey Ted Cruz, bro. I just want a picture of Ted Cruz's head.
Holy shit, dude.
It's just a picture of Hamsey then. What do you
Ted
mean?
Cruz will fuck your wife if you're listening. Anyway, go ahead.
Dude, he will like from time to time show up to pick her up from work, and every time I see him roll up, I'm just like, is this it? Like,
Is he jacked?
Should I just bounce?
Oh
Like,
my
and,
god.
Dude, there was one time I was like, I came back out from like wherever I was, and I like opened the door and turned the corner, and he was like right there in my face, and I literally just was like, please, man.
dude.
Dude, this guy is literally like my size and height. So like just imagine rage factor. Like I'm done. Like, there's
What do you mean?
no
Dude, what if you're the one that the guilty conscience gets to and you break and you go tell him?
Hey, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't cheat on anybody.
Hamsey wouldn't do
You know?
he didn't do shit. He just broke a couple
Bro,
codes. But, you know, he's fine.
Hamsey, if she tells him, you're gonna get beat up. But if you tell him,
He's gonna get beat up.
And you're both gonna get beat up.
No, T-Bobber
Bro.
does have a point, though. Actually, I could curb the
AMC
rage
comes
if
in. I
Yeah,
fucked
you're
your
like,
girlfriend.
"Hey, bro."
I'm so sorry.
But
I'm so
I fucked your
sorry.
girlfriend 4
Don't be
years ago.
mad.
It's not even just
Don't be
like
mad.
yesterday. I fucked her 4
no,
years
I'd be
ago.
like,
Yeah.
she told me. She told me that
mad.
you guys were done, and I just feel bad now. Then he doesn't come after you, bro. She hates
Nah,
you
he's still
forever
weird.
and maybe gets
I mean,
you fired.
we had like a borderline relationship, dude. I was like a side hoe. Like, she met all my friends.
You
I
were
took
a
her to
side hoe.
oh my,
I
this
took,
is getting
dude.
deep.
I was fully the side hoe.
Hit
Dude.
it
I was
there.
taking her to events, fun things, and she met all my friends. All my friends know her.
Oh, that's horrendous.
Okay, how many of your friends
New
know the
emo
extent of what you
Hamsey
just
side.
explained to us?
They know all of it.
Holy shit.
Fucking hell, dude.
I told them
Jesus
all, like, just in
Christ.
case if I ever disappear, like.
Do you think you get if he comes in just swinging, like, do you have a chance or what's it looking like?
I mean, I probably have a chance. He's my size.
Okay.
Do you have like a gun at the counter?
I have like a really big stapler. I could probably.
Yeah. You know, blow
That's
on
close
back.
enough to a gun.
I don't know, man.
That
I mean,
is-
if it's in
We
a
do not
one-on-one
condone
situation, I don't think
Gun violence, by the way. Just
Of course, yeah. Or fucking people's girlfriends. I mean, unless you,
Hamsey,
know,
like,
that one's pretty fair.
unless you do it better, like Hamsey. So
like, how many girlfriends have you fucking stolen from people? Like, it
Okay,
sounds
okay,
like
no,
you
no,
do
no.
this frequently.
No. There was one story that happened to come up recently, which was the earlier in the cast, which was like fucking 10 years ago. That was the only other time besides this that I know of.
That you know of.
oh, dude. Bro, I just thought about it. Imagine Hamsey and Krylax just go out for a night on the town. They're fucking everybody, dude.
Oh
Everybody's
my
getting fucked.
Everybody's
God.
getting
Dude, they're gonna
fucked,
fuck each other.
Oh, yeah. Those are two goddamn good-looking men.
Yeah,
They be fucking.
impressive. That is. We don't have like we're all quiet because none of us have any. Like we're thinking of a way for you to get out of this, and like I have nothing for you, boss.
No,
Yeah,
man.
you're
Honestly,
on your own, brother.
I think about it a lot, dude. Like this guy knows exactly where to find me. Like, I just pray every single day that he doesn't. Hopefully, he's not into RuneScape YouTube podcasts.
Could you
Hopefully
imagine
not.
he is?
Imagine that, dude. That would be awesome.
That
that
arc would be
awesome.
That would be
so
terrible.
good.
I hope that doesn't happen.
That would, dude. If that happens, can we have him on?
What if
Oh
it's just
God,
illicit
dude, let
illicit
me-
bam, bro?
With
What if
you?
it's just bam the whole time?
No, dude, please. Don't
We
say
talking
that.
out live on the cast.
Don't say
Oh
that.
my
dude.
God.
Oh,
Damn.
Bam's Canadian. It can't be him.
He did say
Maybe.
foreign, so
Yeah, he did say foreign.
He did say territory too. So,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, there are
territory.
territories in Canada.
Just
I believe
keep
they're
it
called
at that.
provinces.
Oh,
Dude,
There's
I
both.
don't have a story anywhere near as good as Hamsey's.
yeah, that was
But-
crazy.
Well, they don't share it.
There was
so the
there
next
was one
question-
summer.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Man, okay, man, fuck you. God damn it. There's one summer where I was seeing this nice lady where we were both working together at the same place over the summer. You know, we started doing things. It was fun, but like, she would never want to like hang out outside of like either everyone from work together. She would never like want to do anything outside of that. So, like, and meet other people, hang out with stuff like that. So when we went back to school that after that summer, she's like, yeah, you know, like we can't keep doing this. Like, what's done is done. I'm like, okay, I guess it's fine. And then I go out one night, you know, to the bar with a couple of my friends, and then I pull up and I see her like with her boyfriend of the time. And then I say hi. I'm like, hey, you know, we worked together for the summer. And then her boyfriend's like, oh yeah, I remember like a bunch of people from school work there. Like, how are you? So, you know, so and so's boyfriend. You know, I was like,
Ooh, you were a side
okay,
hoe.
that's very cool. It's like, oh, so how long you guys known each other? It's like, oh, you know, we're high school sweethearts. You know, we're this. I'm just like,
Oh my God.
I was like, very cool. Bat chest. And
Oh my
Bad chest.
God.
yeah, well, she never told me, so I didn't do the Hamsey.
You were a side hoe.
Oh, certainly.
Little piece on the side, you know, it's not bad.
Yeah, you're the emotional support friend.
Other support. I'm not sure. It's called emotional.
Do we want to take some of the?
Yeah,
Did
we
you
gotta,
have
we
one
gotta do
before? Or were you
Greg's. We
joking?
gotta do Greg's.
There are
Go
two
ahead.
good ones that kind of like go aside, like hand in hand. From Jaddy Zora, shout out, and also Carbon. Jaddy Zora's is which streamer curbed your expectations when you met them IRL, and then Cartman's is who are the most underrated and overrated base members.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Those
like
are
this
mean,
one.
dude.
They don't
This is
listen. The
spicy.
base people don't listen to this, so I just say what I want to say. We're good.
That's true. That's true.
Well, for Jaddy Zora's, I really thought Jake C would be taller.
That's an interesting take.
Huh.
He seems like he'd be tall. But honestly,
I
man,
don't know about that.
that was one of my favorite people that I met.
Oh, dude, shout out
That's
Jake
awesome.
C.
Dude was fucking good times the whole time, man. Just very fun to be around.
He goes hard, harder than you think. I don't know how, like with that
He
frame,
does,
like
yeah.
he doesn't stop. Like you think he's just gonna pass out, but he keeps going. He's a beast.
Nah, but which streamer
Jake is very
curbed
good,
your
man.
expectations? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if there was really any like letdowns. I was
Is that
really
what that
kind
means?
of just.
Curbed? I thought this meant like was not of your expectations.
That's
Not
what I-
necessarily bad, but like different.
Yeah, that's how I was gonna answer it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Was there somebody who
Maybe
had super
maybe
low expectations of and was super awesome, or somebody who was super high and was actually
Yeah,
much
lower.
either
lower?
way, it's fine. Yeah.
That's kind of what I thought it meant. No, man. Honestly, when I met everyone, like real talk, when I met everyone IRL, I wasn't in Vegas, so I was only for the first meetup in Arizona. I was kind of just surprised at how not surprised I was at
Yeah.
just hanging out with everyone.
That's
Like it
fair,
was
yeah.
like
Just
It
felt like
literally-
this, except we were actually there.
Nah,
no,
yeah.
literally, man. I was like, oh, it's gonna be weird to like see people, but it was literally just like so fucking normal. Couldn't be more normal, even for the people that I wasn't really hanging out with in Discord all the time. Like a cold one, Whale. You know, I didn't. That was the first time I'd ever met Whale, even talked to him. Like, I don't know, like just hearing these guys talk and stream all the time, and like seeing them in person for the first time. Like, I don't know, man. It felt very just relaxed and normal, man. Nothing
Yeah.
weird about it.
That's
And
fair.
then who is the most overrated?
The most underrated and overrated based members. And there are 31 of them, even though it doesn't seem like it. So
Okay, let's talk about overrated. Fuck, man.
Overrated.
Holy
Let's just jump
shit.
right at it. Reed.
Yeah,
I go
fucking
live
send it,
more
dude.
often, and I kill bandos just as much. Boom, if not better. I'm the better bando streamer. Reed.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Sit the fuck down.
I mean,
Mouse
there
Miro.
was that one guy that got a Zuck helm using cheat clients and then
Yo,
got cheat clients. banned.
Matthias
Fuck
isn't
that
here to
guy,
defend
dude.
himself, dude. Matthias isn't here to defend himself. That isn't cool.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why would you talk about Matthias like
Yeah,
that?
that's kind of fucked
He's
up.
been live
Yeah,
for 6
damn,
months.
bro.
Give him a
Look,
break.
it was all part of Matthias's master plan. Okay, not mine. Matthias's master plan: cheat as much as he could to get the Zuck helm, and then ban cheating so that no one else can get a Zuck helm. So it's cool.
Can't believe it, man.
Yeah.
using his
I have-
platform like that.
I have a pretty strong opinion on underrated, I think, though. I think, I mean, it's like not even a question that Mick Homie, like,
Oh yeah, shout out Mick.
Good
is a
take,
fucking
for
killer,
sure, dude.
man.
Very good.
Like,
take.
dude, like if you're just in his stream, like the community aspect that he has in his stream is like so strong, dude. Like you can tell everyone in the chat is like friends with each other. Like they're the homies. That's why they're,
The homies.
yeah.
Yep.
No,
You know
100%.
who's
Like a
mega underrated, bro? Could sit in the stream for hours, bro. Hamsey IRL.
Yeah.
Absolute
Hamsey
king.
underscore
Yes.
You know?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Absolute king, bro.
Yeah.
I think
Agreed.
Hamsey has the best outro out of anyone in the team.
Yep.
And BRBs.
Outro?
Lamborghini?
and intro.
I haven't seen his
I
intro
think
much more.
Hamzy's
it's
got
the
the
same as
most
the outro.
underrated music. I think people always talking about Whale. People always talking about Uncle. They ain't talking
Yeah,
about
true.
Hamsey enough. Like
Hamsey got the
amount
fucking
of
tunes.
songs I've stolen from Hamsey's up there with Whale. So
Hamsey's
Dude, I
playlist is
remember when
fucking
we were in
fire,
Arizona
seriously.
and that Dom Dollar track played, and you were just like, you looked at me and you were like,
yeah,
is
dude.
the
Hamsey's got his songs, and I know them. That's the Hamsey tracks.
Hamsey, I would let you have the aux at the meetups, okay? That's how
Oh,
much
yeah,
I respect
totally.
it.
The aux.
I wouldn't let you have it.
yeah.
I would like force you to take it.
No,
Unless, like, you need a
like
place,
when we're
so.
hanging out, only a few people touch the aux. It's like Lopsy and Whale and Hamsey, dude. Like that's.
I love all their music, man.
I
Lopsy
know.
plays some fucking bangers. Whale,
You like my music, bro?
I would give it to like Bodie, but we would have to do ketamine with him to,
Honestly,
we gotta
off
get
of
amped
him.
up, you know?
Maybe off of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless I'm like fully on some substances. I'm not
That's what
gonna
I'm
go
saying.
there.
For the purpose
Yeah,
of
if
doing
it-
ketamine.
If it's getting late into the night, you got to give him the aux. You can give it to me too for if you want some dubstep. We can hit it heavy. I know. Yeah, you're gonna have to be going.
We
Gonna
can
be
get a
tough.
little wonky, Seth. I know you're into like the dubstepy bass shit, huh?
But yeah,
Like,
well
I
that's
feel like
early on.
I feel like you had a phase at one point where you were like
Oh,
going to
huge
those
phase.
shows like pretty.
Oh yes, all the time.
I could see you at the bass stage at a festival,
Oh,
like
yes,
big time,
dude.
dude, rocking a tank top
on the
and just
rail.
fucking
I'm on the rail.
headbanging.
I'm on the
I'm
fucking
sure
rail.
you are, dude. I would not
100%
want to be on the rail next to you.
I'm on the rail for sure.
Seth is
I've
like-
been
You were
Pushing
probably
girls
not a fun
away.
person to be next to on the rail.
yeah, Excision was my big. That's the big DJ I'd always
Oh,
see.
dude, I
Love-
see you
love
at Excision
Excision.
all day.
Just all
Yeah,
excited
I'm
one
not.
time.
Love
I'm not
Excision.
like I'm not really into bass music, but like if I'm at a festival that has a bass stage, I always enjoy stopping by
Mhm.
the bass stage for a bit and just
Yeah.
kind of seeing how they get down. They're very passionate, the bass heads, you know.
Yeah, it's wild because I feel like as like the age goes up, I've transitioned into like house music. It's like I'm the retirement.
Oh, yeah,
basically.
dude.
It's like a
That's the,
retirement
that's
from
the
that
way to go.
scene.
You just soon enough you'll be fucking techno snob wearing all black.
Heck no, snob.
Dude, I saw Excision just like a couple months ago, and it's not been, I saw Excision, and I'm not a huge fan, but like I was under the influence of certain substances, and holy fuck, I had the
Reported.
time of my life just dropping it down and like just banging. Like I had a newfound respect for Excision and all like that kind of bass music.
A lot of
after that.
bass.
Yeah.
That's how I
I
felt when
saw
I was at Liquid
Excision
Stranger.
and like Funk Case one time when I was in college.
Oh
Funk
man,
Case is
Funk
crazy.
Case. Yeah,
He's
he's
good.
an animal, dude, with the fucking mask.
Yeah, I was rolling my face off. I don't know what he looked like. I didn't know who those people were. I was just
He
I was
wears
doing
he
drugs.
wears like a mask that looks like it's like from a horror movie.
Yeah.
Kind of scary.
What's your like favorite kind of music right now, Hamilton? I know like we've talked about like I listen to like some lighter EDM sound. I don't know what to fucking describe
Yeah.
it. Porter and Matty on. So I'm literally wearing a fucking
Yeah.
shirt, one of his shirts right now. But
So
Yeah.
everyone knows me as the house guy, right? Because I do love that club shit. But you're the one that knows like my other side of. I have like another side of electronic music that I love, and it's exactly like you're up your alley of like the like I do love that like Porter Robinson, Madeon. I love that like futuristic, kind of like anime sounding like fucking hearts in the
Yeah.
air, like love and
Yeah,
life
that's literally
type
it, dude.
music. I do love that stuff. I mean, Porter Robinson, like from the get go, like I was always really into that. I don't know. I mean, I had my like early days of like Candy Kid rave stuff, so I was really into like that kind of
Did
stuff.
you like make candy and like trade it with strangers at raves?
No,
Is that what you're doing?
I never,
Okay, okay.
I never did that. But like, I was where those people were.
bro,
Where those?
speaking
What do you
of-
mean those people?
I did get one. I did have one girl give me a candy once, and it said something
Like a
literally-
whole peace love thingy. that
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. So she just gave it.
Beautiful.
Okay, yeah, exactly. So it said something.
you gave me one of these, bro.
I think it just said
Keep it on my
420.
desk. Because it was the last time I talked to a girl. Okay, no, I
Nice.
can't.
I think it said something about 420, or it said 420 on the candy. That was all it said. And then I did. This is the only time in my life I've ever fucking done this. Okay, so I did the whole like peace love exchange
shame.
with some
No
random
shame, bro.
chick. and then her candy also said 420. It was like without looking, both of our candies had said it was just both the same thing, like by chance, like 420 and 420. And
What did her boyfriend say?
That's so deep.
She didn't have a boyfriend, man. Not that I know of.
Man.
Not that I fucking know of, dude. This was above and beyond in 2012, maybe 2013
damn.
actually.
Let's just circle back to the question. Did everybody answer, by the way, to those questions? Or does anybody
What's
else
the question
want to
again?
those questions?
Yeah, wait, what
about
question?
the overrated, underrated, and the.
Oh, yeah, answer.
who,
I'm the
like,
only
who-
one that said overrated. No one else dogged anyone.
I
Sit the
think
fuck
underrated
down, Reed.
Nakomi, and then also shout out Zohi as well. He's got a really sick thing going on in his stream.
Yeah. I didn't really have anything to add. I was going to
Ultimate
say
Iron
Hamilton
Man.
for my underrated for sure. I think very underrated. And it's, I mean, part of it's because you're here, but part of it's because it's very true. And overrated, definitely Mofo, 100%. So.
Damn, dude.
I'm
Fair enough.
literally
If you're-
looking through the
if we're
list to
just gonna
find
be
someone to
honest-
call overrated.
You're looking through right now?
Yeah, I can't see anyone. Honestly, everybody's underrated. I think we should all have 10,000 viewers, in my opinion.
That's a good outlook.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right,
take. Good
honestly,
take.
okay, you know what? Fine. I'm just gonna say it. Like, I think Depop is overrated. The man makes one video with the hooker, and suddenly he thinks he's cool, and people think he's cool. All right, whatever.
Sit the fuck
I could buy a
down.
hooker.
It was easy too. It was easy,
have,
bro. Sit the
I
fuck
have-
down, losers.
I have two for
Agreed,
underrated.
honestly.
I think Marcia Bun is underrated. She has like some super top notch humor that just gets overlooked because
She does,
she's so
yeah.
bad at the
I
game.
agree.
And then
Oh, man.
Hamilton, she has a
Bro,
boyfriend.
that wet
Stop it.
juicy
Stop
wet
it.
juicy pussy tweet that she did.
That was so
Dude,
funny.
Like that might be my
Marcia's
favorite
tweets?
tweet ever, and it
He
was
is
about her
just
wet
the best
juicy
tweeter.
pussy. Like, oh my
She's
god.
the best
Marcia's
tweeter in
tweets fucking bang.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
Certified Marza banger is what Will calls it.
It's
That's
not
so
even
true.
like it's not even like
Certified.
one specific tweet. It's like her way of
yeah,
Yeah.
coming up with tweets. You
Self-awareness,
just know.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's like who
A+.
Miss Madden Mage wishes she was. And,
Whoa.
like,
Oh.
Well,
True.
and
Listen,
my other
man,
person
I
I
for
mean,
the
she's
other-
not fucking ice barraging bears and spilling restores in her purse. And she's still,
The bear was following her, bro. Calm down.
Look, bro.
the other one is Megan. I think Megan is underrated as well, just because people can't understand what she's saying. If she had like a translator, it would be just popping off.
Well, like,
If she spoke a language that we could all understand, she would be a lot more popular.
If she just moved to America, she would
Gotcha.
qualify for disability and she could fucking stream full time.
what's that in the background? What?
Backcast.
I wish I understood
Damn.
what dialect that was.
I can't wait to have her on the podcast as well. She will be cool.
Yeah, no, she's
we
awesome.
gotta get a
Like,
translator. Can we get like
It's literally
Skidler
it's
on here
gonna
or
be
something?
2.5 hours of us being like, "Oi, fucking Megan, we'll talk, man."
We all have to speak in shitty British accents, the entire cast.
That'll make
Oh
it
yeah,
good. Yeah.
and just not even acknowledge it. I like that.
Jokes
She
aside,
listens. We can let her know.
she's picked up Inferno so fast. Like
Yeah,
Oh,
way
she's
faster
gaming.
than
Yeah,
I
she's gaming.
expected.
Yeah.
It's insane.
gaming.
So
yeah, she's
like
got
jokes
the waves
aside,
down.
she
I was watching her. I watched her
She's pretty
last
underrated.
suck. She was doing really well. I mean, she was like falling behind the shield and stuff, but like that's
yeah.
not something you do twice. Like that's like just
hmm
you get that corrected and then you're fucking in there. So I think we'll probably see her get cape in the next. I mean, by the end of this
Soon.
week, honestly.
Yeah. So
Probably.
speaking
yeah.
of that, that is the reason Mr. QNeeks is not in the live stream today. He is actually doing practice with our good friend Mr. Blowpipe right now. So that is
Oh,
why he
hell
did not
yeah.
show up today. Yeah,
He
that's
said
why he
Pink
missed the
Clay
podcast.
was. Oh no, sorry.
That is why he missed the podcast today. So hopefully next time he does his run, hopefully it'll go better. So
Yep, he is
Okay, but also,
currently
And this
working with-
podcast is sponsored by RS.
Hey, whoa.
Whoa.
Yo, but
Just
shout out to
kidding. No
people
free
who-
shout
I'm not gonna
outs.
lie.
shout out to people who taught themselves Inferno. Am I right?
we have any more questions?
Dude, speaking of
Yeah,
Inferno,
Greg's
man.
question.
Also, shout out Ignoble, dude. You don't get enough credit, honestly, in your Inferno.
Yeah.
You're the only one that did it with an ACB, dude. People forget that.
Yeah,
You have an
I don't want to
ACB.
jerk myself off here.
Yeah,
but,
that was some
that's
gangster
right, that's
shit,
right.
dude. He did his first cape ever with an ACB, man.
And
Gaming?
didn't you pull Tebow like a week later, or was it a week before?
Yeah,
Some
he
weird
pulled
shit.
Tebow, like very recently, like very closely after.
It was a little, it was like a few weeks after, but yeah, it was definitely I like my second KC was with the T-bow and everything. I was just like, holy fuck, this is so much easier with the bow. Like
Yeah.
Oh man,
when I did
yeah.
the ACB cape, I had ran out of food and I ran out of prayer points. I had 4 sets at Zuck doing my first cape, and then like I was like prayer flicking on the corners and just it was
You tanked a mage
it was
hit.
terrifying. Tanked a couple mage hits here and there, you know. Some
Dude, that's
Taken
my
major
that's
prayer
my
flank.
favorite clip when you have range prayer on for like 2 full rotations and you're fine.
Yeah.
that was crazy.
It was
That's
so
I don't know
good.
how. How did I tank fucking? It was over 12 mage hits, and I was like, oh shit, huh? I guess I had the wrong prayer on, and just like,
Yeah, you literally just like glossed over. You're like, oops.
Well, the thing is, you wouldn't think it was like the wrong one for that long, or else you would have been dead. You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Any fucking standers? Holy shit. Was I praying mage the entire time? Am I fucking gaming? That's called... Okay, I see. That is actually gaming. Holy shit. Alright.
That was like my most viewed clip. I'm pretty sure. Like I have a lot of clips of me staring at jiggling titties, but my most viewed clip is me tanking 12 or 13 mage hits from the mage thing.
That RNG is insane. I watched that clip of Qneeks like from like what, a day or two ago, where he's like talking about some girls OnlyFans he like subbed to, and then he wasn't paying attention. The wave started and just got 2 hit by the major, just 50, 52 or something, just
so
gone.
good.
It was
That's how it
so
goes.
funny.
I didn't say that. It's doctored footage. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna. No, bro. No. I just got completely. Somebody snitched on me simping, and then
I have a clip where it's one of my top clips where I tanked like 4 consecutive Zuck hits.
What?
How?
4 in a row. Oh, I remember that. I've seen that. I've seen that. That's
Did you have
great.
like a scuffed shield or something, or what were you doing?
No. I was just falling behind. I just didn't know what I was doing.
What the fuck is a scuffed shield? Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Scuffed shield is
if
like-
you log out during Zuck, if you like force log out and then log back in, your safe spots don't work anymore.
Yeah, it's like
Or like different.
No,
safe
the
spots.
Tyler,
clip
too off.
shows 3.
Huh.
The clip shows 3 in a row, and then there was 1 right after.
God
Oh, just
damn.
kidding. No, it does show 4. It shows 4. Yeah.
No way. Zuck tank. 0.
You got this. That happens. That was twice. It's okay though. Stay with the shield. Stay with the shield. 3 times. Stay with that shield.
All right, we're gonna make it count. We're gonna make it count.
All right. That's yeah. You got this.
Oh no, I'm lagging. Dude, what?
Is that 4 tanks by Zuck?
Bro.
I remember when I was doing all my Trailblazer like 113 Inferno KC, by the way, there was one where I scuffed the shield without logging out, and I had like the whole entire thing recorded because I had Shadow Play on, because like I died and I was like, what the fuck happened? I sent to like BF Rocket and he was like, what the fuck happened? And I put it on Twitter and I'm like, anyone know what happened? And they're like, yeah, you logged out and scuffed his shield, idiot. And I'm like,
You
the videos
scuffed
are
the
right
shield,
there.
idiot.
I'm like, I didn't log out. Like it's scuffed, but like it's scuffed, but I didn't log out. And then no one knew what happened. So it was like the super one-off thing. It was super weird.
You must have logged
Yeah,
out.
probably
Idiot.
some weird scuffing thing.
Yeah, I probably
You
logged
know,
out.
it's like
idiot.
crabs.
Yeah, something
Broke
like
the
I
game,
don't know.
bro.
But like I was talking like Adwom, like so many people, like no one knew what happened. So it was just weird. Scuff shield is rough. Speaking of scuff shields, Greg, Mr. Pockets has a question.
I really like this question.
Associate producer Greg.
It's a very good question. We'll start off with Hamsey because he's today's guest. Hamsey, if you had to pick 4 standard car members of Based to road trip across the country with, who are you taking and who are you avoiding?
I think it's like people outside the podcast.
Yeah. Let's not anyone in the cast is included.
Not
Outside the
Not
podcast?
Yeah,
Okay. 'cause the
outside,
first two
outside the
people-
6
okay.
of us.
Do one with both. Do one where you can pick people on the podcast, and then one where you can't.
Yeah, which one of
Man,
us are you
Seth
dropping? and
really
why
wants
is
to
it
go
me?
on a road
I
trip.
want to
with
go
us.
on the road trip, dude. Come on,
He
man.
knows I was gonna, he knows I was gonna pick him. That's
Come
why.
on, man. Go on the road trip.
He knows I was gonna pick him. That's why, dude.
Man, come on.
One hand on my steering wheel, one hand on Seth's fucking big thighs.
Yes.
Jesus.
Go ahead, though.
Well, dude, actually, the first 2 people I was gonna think of would be Ignoble and Jake C. For aux cord purposes, because
be
they'd fuck
vibing.
with the music that we would all have a good time with that. And then someone outside of the podcast to have
4.
in
You
the
got to
car
you got to fill a
with
whole
us.
car, bro. It's not just me and you.
It's you and 4 others, or what? You and 3 others?
Oh, 4 others or 3 others?
4.
Well, I said 2. Oh shit! So that
4
leaves us
others.
with 2.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's passenger
Okay,
seat
that leaves
and
us
then
with
3 in
2
the back.
people.
Well, not me. Well, let's do one with the other base members, not in the cast first.
Okay, not in the cast.
Yeah, let's do it.
I've never met Dollblush. I would love to just have a full call ride with Dollblush and see what she's like. I mean, that was like my first question for you
She'll
guys.
be a good
after
car
we-
ride guess for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I remember when you guys all got back from Vegas, the first thing I asked you guys was like, "What's Dollblush like?" Like, I just gotta know.
She probably won't fart either. She's not gonna fart either. That's good.
I'm
mean,
Or
she's
she'll just
still a
fucking
human.
let him rip. You never
She's still
know.
a
Yeah,
human.
I
That
don't know.
would be funny if she. She's
Fucking.
Just sends him.
Hamsey, check
Dude,
this one out.
I feel like I feel like me and Kajino would get along really well.
I
Actually,
can't
me
wait
and him
for
are
you guys
sharing.
to meet him.
Dude, me too. I actually can't wait to meet Kajino. Like,
So-
there's like
he's so
certain
cool.
things that there's like certain things I see when he's streaming that I'm like, dude, like I feel like we would just get along so well in person. And we're actually sharing a room at TwitchCon, maybe a bed, depending on.
Can I
how
tell
things
this to you? They're like, of all the humans created, like you can't not get along with him. He's just like, he's one of the nicest, like most genuine people. He's amazing. I love that guy.
Yeah. No, I think
Full vouch.
I think me and Kajino would get along really well. And then for the 4th seat in the car, I'm thinking something between Olive or Lopsy, man. They both just seem like such a good time to hang out with.
Lopsy killer with the ox too.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
that's another.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, Lopsy
would
gonna
fucking
hit you with some
Lopsy would
bangers.
Fuck up that ox, man.
For
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
Olive,
who are
Olive
your
nice to have a
4?
golden retriever though in the car.
You have
Olive's a
Lopsy,
good time. Though.
Doll,
Olive was a lot of fun to be with.
Mario. Who's the 4th one?
Lopsy, doll, Mario.
He mentioned Jake C. Jake.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's a pretty damn good car.
Down with that.
I would ride with
I
them
like
to San Diego.
Oh,
Dude,
dang.
that'd be.
So are we trying to coordinate
Log
this
it
right
really
now?
quick.
Hey guys, you
I
listening?
mean, we could.
I need a ride.
We have a jet to take. All right, you
True.
gotta go.
Dollblush is flying from West Coast to East Coast and then driving back to West Coast.
Worth it
There you go.
for the
All right,
fucking
now,
trip.
now, now for the
Lopsy lives
important part of
there.
the question. the important part.
Yeah, who are you
You're trying to
avoiding?
fill a car with 4 other people from this call. Who are you dropping?
Oh, never mind. I
Yep,
thought
who
the
you
other
dropping? You can say me. I'm
part.
not
You're
gonna get
dropping
offended.
one person.
Oh yeah, you're dropping
You're
one.
dropping
Yeah.
one person.
Yeah.
I'm dropping one person.
And they die. Just kidding.
Yeah, they fucking die. You run them over with the car over and over.
If I have to drop one person from
I
the
will
car,
leave this fucking call. I'm just kidding.
well, I'm
I'm
sorry,
walking away
Seth.
if you say me, bro.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to drop Seth from the car. 'Cause, you know, what if we get pulled over and then they find his fucking AR strapped in his? That's on me, dude. I'm most likely driving.
I'll let you run me over the car any day, so that's fine. That works.
I
Likewise.
mean, for Kroger purposes, I don't think it'd be too bad to have him there if you got pulled over.
Yeah, you know, customer service.
It's
Yeah.
actually true.
Yeah.
Wasn't
He's
thinking
good
about
at it.
Knows how to
Damn
de-escalate
good.
a situation.
Any more questions?
Yeah,
Oh, well,
we're waiting for Hamsey to answer.
Yeah, Hamsey,
He
who the
didn't
fuck
answer.
you
That's good, that's
dropping?
good.
I'm ready.
Okay,
to
honestly, if you had to.
He's
All right,
dropping.
that's fine. All right, he's dropping me. That's fine.
Oh, Seth,
I
bye.
was gonna say Seth because I thought he had too many friends, but if he's being dropped first round, I guess we got to keep Seth, bro.
Can I just jump straight to it? I'm dropping Ignoble. He kind of seems like he'll be talking like too much smart shit, and I don't want that in my car.
Yeah, true. You'd rather have a linguistic.
He's like driving and
I also, I also may drop Qneeks because I know how he is.
He's not on the call. He's not even here, bro. He's catching a stray. He's not even here.
You go out of your way to drop Qneeks and run him over. He's not even here.
That should have been your answer, dude. That would have been so funny. If you just like Qneeks. If you just would have said that, I
What
would
would you avoid, bro? Fuck Qneeks, bro.
him, bro.
Well, you know how he's like, like really into cars and stuff. We'll just probably be talking about this.
Oh, I worked at BMW
the whole time.
Oh,
That's what car guys.
Honestly,
love.
like,
no,
I can
Qneeks
see him
doesn't
like
care.
pointing out
Qneeks is
cars.
always speeding.
Bro, you know, I might have to drop T Papa because every single like lunch break or pit stop we would take would be at a Michelin star restaurant, and that would take too much time, bro.
Good point.
It's only 4 hours
We
out of the
can't
way.
hang
We
out
just
that
had to nap.
often. We lose too much money when we're together.
We lose
I am.
It's true.
I'm gonna drop Hamsey too, because if I do have any type of relationship I find along the way, he's gonna fuck her. So I'm gonna.
That was
That
that was literally gonna be my reasoning, bro. Like, if you talk to a woman, Ham's already gonna be in her DMs. I swear to
Yeah,
God.
It's true.
Yeah, it's probably.
Yeah, Ignoble's gonna pull out Tinder, like get a match, and then Hamsey's like, "Hey, I just got a match." Starts messaging her.
Look at Sarah. Yeah, man, she looks nice. It's cool. Oh.
Remind me not to talk to any woman at TwitchCon near you, Hamilton. Please.
Yeah, you're not allowed to talk to Annie. I'm kind
We
of.
should set up
worried.
Hammy real quick. We should like first girl we find, we'll just yeet her his way, and then while he's distracted, then we go for the crumbs. Huh?
Ooh, hell yeah.
Mm.
He's like a piranha. Just here you go.
Like, Hamilton, your job is going to be to find, like, you know, you can have the hot girl. You just have to give her like, you know, her ugly friends. Like, that's all I want.
We can
Yeah,
form
you can take the partner streamer. We'll take the affiliates, and then it'll be fun.
and then I'll catch raids from the partnered streamer, and then I'll get partner myself.
Operation Steel Partner.
Well, it's gonna be at TwitchCon, so you're gonna be partnered by then. So
Full circle, baby.
I hope you've been continually submitting partner requests ever since you got that button.
So actually, every time I've submitted it, I mean, not to get my hopes up, every time I've submitted it, it's been a quick decline within like a couple days. I submitted my last application on June 1st.
holy
Shit.
Jesus,
A
that's
month and a
6
half.
weeks.
Did you check
Bill?
your trash
If I
folder?
look at it right now,
Well,
Bill,
the button would be grayed out, right?
Yeah, the button doesn't
yeah,
work
no,
anymore.
it still says your application is currently being reviewed.
Yeah, I
And
remember
it was always
Whale?
like
Big
it was always
pause.
like a quick. Yeah, it was always like a quick decline, and then like you're eligible to apply again on this date. So I don't know, man. Who knows?
Dude, when Whale was applying, he like was waiting forever, like 2 months for his. I think he like checked his like trash folder and found it. And it was like it was like a month and a half prior. Then he reapplied
Oh,
and got
really?
it.
Shit. Well, no. I mean, I still look at the button, and it still
Yeah.
says.
He just like didn't check anything. He was like, "Yeah, they're taking a long time to reply." It was like 2 months of just being in the trash can. Pretty funny.
Honestly, that's appropriate.
I did the same thing, except it was like it was in my email for about 2 weeks before I saw it. I just didn't know.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I
They
think
give
Phoenix
you-
was
don't they give
refreshing
you
like
a
every 30
thing on
seconds.
Twitch. They give you like a notification in your inbox.
It didn't
Yeah,
for
I mean,
me.
it's not like I'm refreshing my email every 5 minutes for the last month and a half. But
I forgot how. I found
That's
those. Speaking of
rough.
Kajino, yeah, I was in a
Man.
call with Kajino, and I went to like add an emote or do something, and I was. It said.
weren't you in the middle of a thing and saw like?
Yeah,
the
yeah. And I
text?
was like, wait, why does that say partner? And I was like, did I get it? And he was so fucking high. He's like, no, Joe, no. He's like, no.
No, Joe.
He's like, no. Man. And I was like, I think it is. And it was. So
I remember when QNeeks first got partnered, I heard him from like my room, just like so happy. Yeah, just like yelling.
That was
And I was like, when I went over there, I'm like, dude, what is going on? And he like looks at me, he's like, I got it. I got partnered. And I gave him a hug. First and only hug to QNeeks. That was good. That was cool.
That he's ever received in his whole life. That's very good.
Yeah.
That was like watching your friend like get a drop on something they were super dry on, like way over the rate.
Yeah, he was.
He
too.
went 4x on partner.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, he really did.
Yeah,
He went pretty fucking
4x
dry.
on partner for sure, dude.
You guys think he actually view bought it or no?
Oh, I view botted him. Yeah, I sent him his way.
That's big brain shit.
That one guy. There's 2 more questions I want to get over real quick.
Okay.
One is from Tommy. He says, "Is it exhausting carrying the role of South Freeze Sam and North Freeze Norman? And which one do you prefer?" For Hamsey.
I mean, I don't really know if I prefer one or the other. But I will say, you know, I was always the e-girl in Tob until I saw a tweet by the very famous Dollblush about he's a 10, but his friends give him the e-girl role in Tob.
That bruised a lot of egos, I'm sure.
That one hit
hard.
really, dude. I literally saw that tweet and I was like, I was like loading up stream and I was like, I'm fucking maging tonight, dude. I don't give a fuck. Like, just give me the fucking, I'm mage. I got you guys, dude. I got you guys. There's like all these crabs getting through and they're like, Hamsey, like, I'm just seeing like 4s, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. I'm like, don't worry, guys. I fucking got you.
Question.
We're in Nilos.
We're
in Nilos. They're like barrage the pillars. I'm like, don't worry, guys. Like, I fucking got you, man. We're wiping at
Is that the
Nilos.
time you were fucking meleeing the entire Nilos, bro? Is that what you're talking about, dude?
No, dude.
that night was rough,
maging
dude.
together and
That
you
was
meleeed
different,
the
man.
entire
That's the
thing,
last
bro.
time.
We
Yeah,
had
that's the last time we raided together.
bro.
Yeah, dude. We were. I was supposed to be maging Nilo, and I was like, "What's going wrong?" I was like, "Dude, I'm killing it, man. There's not a single white crab in sight." It's like I'm doing so well. I was like, "Those are not your crabs."
Always,
Like, who's
always.
maging, dude? Our mage sucks.
You should just do it to get used to it. I always mage normal Tob, but hard mode Tob, fuck that. I'm not maging hard mode Tob. I will be e-girl till the day I die.
Dollblush, if you're listening, I summon my thralls. I'm useful. Fuck you. All right?
I summon my thralls. I'm useful.
I've only been e-girl DPS in Tob, and when I do hard modes, I T-bow Zarpus in that first little pocket
Honestly,
where the acid doesn't spawn.
Yeah, I like
doing
it.
that. I was doing that, and Puggin was like, "What the fuck?" It's like, it was pretty good.
Honestly, if it works, it works. You can't be too mad.
Yeah, I have a
about it.
pattern down to like crisscross in certain ways so you cover all the tiles without getting poisoned. It's pretty cool. I don't think Adicon can do that.
I had a very fun
Yeah.
first hard mode Tob experience with some of these guys.
It's brutal.
We were in Discord and we were doing late night Tobs, just homies.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, "Yeah, let's do a hard mode." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm down. Like, I've never done a hard mode. Like, just like kind of give me the rundown of what it is." They're like, "Oh, it's basically the same thing, but like shit's constantly falling during bloat, and like there's like little bosses that
we
spawn during
explained it
Nilo."
pretty
It's like
poorly.
pretty
Hey, we
much
got
the
a
same
KC
thing.
though. Did we not? We got KC.
We
didn't
did, and I think we
Yeah.
made
Dude,
time. I'm pretty
and then
sure.
I got
Time
chosen-
too.
Or no, I think it changes the tank, but I got
Changes
chosen
tank,
tank
yeah.
like right off the bat. And I'm just getting fucking wrecked, dude. I remember I just dumped my claw specs and I was like, "You guys have fun." Like,
Yeah, you did.
yeah,
do that,
I'm still 1 KC hard mode.
but that's 1 KC more than a lot of other people.
And it was on time
99%.
too. It was on time as well.
I think I have
We had, like,
5, and one of those was deathless for me.
Yeah, we'll get there soon. I'm just learning.
Yeah.
I'm just having fun learning how to not be e-girl in regular modes.
Trust me, if you're streaming, e-girl DPS is like
That's
The
true.
best
Yeah,
one.
that's
Like-
the stream rule for sure.
having
Yeah,
to
for hard mode
actually
especially.
care about
Especially for hard
things.
mode.
Yeah, just fucking stand back, like thrall some shit, hit the boss sometimes. You're fine. That's all you gotta do. If somebody fucks
The
up, you
boss
let 'em down.
sometimes.
I mean, you don't have to hit it all the time, bro. Just whenever you feel.
Yeah,
like.
keep popping Verzik P3.
Oh.
What's the other question, mofo?
The other one is from Last Call, COLL. He says, Hamilton, this goes for everyone really after Hamilton answers. Who are some of the streamers you watched before you streamed that inspired you to start yourself, and what drives you to smash that go live button every night?
Smash that go live button.
Wow.
That's
Well,
question,
who
not
inspired me? I mean, who inspired me to start streaming? That's kind of a weird question because I don't know. People find it weird when I tell them that like I started streaming before I was ever really watching streams. Like the first couple times I started streaming RuneScape, I had never watched a RuneScape stream in my life. Like I just like I said earlier, you know, I started streaming the DJ sets. So I wasn't streaming RuneScape at the time. You know, I was doing my DJ sets. I had a crew that I would do my DJ sets with. This is just kind of how I got into RuneScape streaming. So going off on a little bit of a tangent, but I used to do we used to have our DJ streams like weekly. It was like a schedule thing. We had a crew. We had like one account that we would all stream off a stream key, and then we changed to just like streaming off of our own accounts, and we would raid each other. And then there was one day where I wanted to do my own charity DJ stream. This was like the first big stream I did. Actually, this shirt, dude, this is Boiler Room.
I was going to say, I love the shirt. Very nice.
Thanks.
Shirt.
This is actually Boiler Room Lebanon. This was to fund the when they had the explosion in Beirut, August. I think it was 2020. I think. Yeah. So that was when I had my first charity stream for Lebanon. And I was like, I got a few DJs in my area. There were no venues open because this was like, you know, quarantine COVID times. So I had organized this charity stream with a bunch of local DJs where I took them to like a remote area and we streamed off this rooftop. And I was like, I want this one to look kind of good because my other streams I used to literally do off of my MacBook, off my webcam. And it didn't really matter that much because I had a direct line in for audio. So my audio was crystal clear. So the webcam quality didn't matter that much. So I was like, I'm going to buy a webcam for this just because I want it to look pretty good. And I'm just going to return it once it's over. And then the box got rained on during the set. We had like a tent, so we were fine. But the box got rained on. So when I tried to return the webcam, they wouldn't let me return it. So I was like, fuck, I guess I just have a webcam now. And then like a couple days later, dude, I'm in my living room in my apartment. I'm killing Vorkath because that's just what I did. I was a casual, you know, just enjoying the game. And I was like, why don't I just I already have OBS from like my DJ set. So I was like, why don't I just like make a scene for RuneScape and I'll just fucking kill some Vorkath like on live. Like I could show you, dude. It looked like I was streaming off a goddamn potato, dude. My camera image was like this big.
Wait, your first streams were Vorkath?
My first one stream was Vorkath, but then like I jumped straight into like, I guess my like season one was my cow fight. My my first like thing that I did. Like that, my first ever stream was like I was just killing Vorkath. I streamed for like maybe like 45 minutes and then I ended. And then I was like, okay, I think I have an idea of like what I want to do. And like I wanted the Calphi Queen pet. And I had just got my ornate pool in my house and I just got like the elite diary done. So I was like, shit, I can like do like really rapid fire kills, even though I was using like a bludgeon and shit. And so I was like, that was like my first season. So, but basically, I don't know, man. I'm like going really far off.
That's what we're here for.
I never basically had like anyone that I was watching before I started streaming myself. I just kind of got into it myself. So I had, I watched It's Will because I saw he was doing like Cow Fight Queen at the time. I think we were both hunting the pet at the same time. And then I also watched Alfie. I think that was actually the first RuneScape stream I ever watched. I think he was doing like Deadman mode or something. Something like super sweaty. And I was like, is this what people do? Like, I was like, is this guy even a human? I was like, there's no way I can be expected to ever do this kind of thing. And I saw Will and I was like, okay, this guy, I like this guy's music. Like, he seems kind of like a little bit more casual, cool. I wasn't really into the like whole waterfall chat. So I went down, looked for some, more like interactable streamers. And I found this one dude with a fucking panda hat on in the section. And his name is Beggar Official, and he's still one of my main homies to this day. And that was like that's the first person I ever subbed to. My longest running sub. And I was just like, dude, this guy has literally not left the bank. I remember watching him and I was like, dude, I've been watching this stream for like 2 hours. This guy has literally not left the bank. And he's just like entertaining the shit out of his chat, going out and killing these bosses and dying in like 2 seconds and just having a damn good time doing it. And I was like, I think this is where I fucking belong. So I don't know, man. If I had to pinpoint it to like one person who like inspired me to like really get where I am right now, I gotta say it's Beggar for sure.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
Shout out Beggar.
Yeah,
no free
that's
shout outs,
sweet.
but shout out Beggar.
Yeah, true.
He's a fucking animal, dude.
Goddamn.
Me, I
That's
watched.
so wholesome.
Yeah, wait, who did you watch, T Papa? I've never heard this.
It was a streamer you probably don't know. His name is It's Will. No, I watched It's Will and Fatty C. Those are the
Is
two.
that a
Hannah's
RuneScape streamer?
boy-
I don't know. He met
Oh,
Pokimane.
Hannah's boyfriend. Okay.
Hannah's boyfriend. Yes, he met Pokimane and took a picture with XQC.
He met Pokimane, took a pic with XQC.
Dude, where
Yeah.
the fuck is Fat Clouds? Speaking of, Fat Clouds was the first streamer I ever watched in RuneScape.
We can talk
the
about it
very
after the
first.
cast.
Yeah,
I know
if you'd
where
like
he is,
to.
but like, come back.
He's okay. He's all right.
Please.
Oh, I've talked to him.
He's very well.
Yeah,
man.
Twitch is the sanction is definitely missing Fat Clouds.
100%. I am every day. You know, it's tough, but yeah, me definitely him, and then High Phonics before him. Big inspiration for sure. Love High
I mean,
Phonics.
that's how it be, man. I feel like with a lot of streamers, so many people have IRL shit. You never know when someone's just going to kind of drop off out of nowhere. And
It's
sometimes
funny.
they take breaks and come back, and who knows, honestly.
Yeah, with Max, it's funny. I remember seeing you in Fat Cloud stream. I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" I was like, "Who the fuck is
Really?
this guy?"
It was like pre-partner?
You
Was
were-
this
yeah. Oh,
pre or
you were just chatting.
post-partner?
You were just chatting in there, and
Yeah.
I'd been in there for a while, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
Who is this new fucking
You
guy?
said so,
dude?
you said
Probably a
something about
bot.
going live too. You're like, "I'm gonna go live" or something like that. You were talking
Did I
about
say
streaming.
that? Oh, that's
You're talking
so
about streaming.
Oh.
You were
That's
definitely
so
talking about streaming.
Cringe.
Yeah.
Cringe.
I was
Definitely
pretty
promoting, bro.
cringe. I didn't know the etiquette.
I was
wait,
so cringe.
when
Yeah,
I
T-Papa
streamed,
was.
I watched Fat Clouds before I streamed. I don't remember watching.
You would have
like-
gotten one ticked in Dear Lola's stream for that.
Hey, it's true. I would have been
Jody
deserved too,
Mo.
to be
Yeah.
fair.
222. Drought gang.
222.
Twitter workshop.
Damn.
I've got,
hold on.
I've got
I
one.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm sorry.
Man, come on, you can't be doing me
sorry.
like that. I actually
Sorry.
started watching two like very small RuneScape streamers, like that got me interested in Twitch in the first place. One of them is like his name was Oh Hey Grant, and the other one was I honestly forgot his name. Like I thought they were huge streamers. I'm like, oh, they're so awesome, they're so interactive. They had like 500 followers or like 400, 600 followers, so like super small, but like at the time, like, oh my god, there's hundreds of people following them. They're averaging like they have like 20 people in his chat. This is crazy. And I was like, I don't know, I watched them like back in 2016, 2017 ish, and I was like, holy shit, these guys are incredible. They're so funny. But they, as every small streamer does, like they have their time and then they move on to bigger, better things. And
Yep.
after that, a couple years later, I was like, fuck, I can do this. And here I am.
Yeah, it's super relative, man. When you're like just getting started and you see someone with like 30 viewers in their chat average, and you're like, man, I wish I would have that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%. It's a lot of people to watch you play fucking RuneScape. That's a shit. That's
Yeah.
that's like half. That's
That's
like a
true.
school bus
Good
full
way
of
to think of
people
it.
almost watching you play RuneScape. 30 people.
And RuneScape's a
don't
shitty
forget-
game.
Don't forget that.
Whoa! All right,
They're
It's
I'm
just
mostly
chatting.
watching you.
It's just chatting, yeah.
Yeah, don't forget that.
It's just a vehicle for just chatting. I think a lot of us who are pushing for partner, who have pushed for partner, like you, like sometimes you get disappointed because you're just like maybe not at that level yet or didn't get accepted. But like if you take a step back and think like, holy shit, there's like 30, 40, 50 people on average sitting here just chilling with me. That's a lot of fucking people, dude.
It's a lot of people, yeah.
I'm ecstatic anybody watches. I really am. I've lost touch with that probably a little bit, but I should, you know. But very, very grateful for all of you watching the podcast as well. All the kind messages you leave, it means a lot for real, honestly.
Yeah, we have like a dedicated like thing we post in to like show the new comments. So
Yeah. It actually
guys.
warms our
Thanks.
hearts a lot.
yeah, like it sounds like we're being sarcastic right now, but it's like really cool to see.
No, seriously, we
Yeah.
appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it's like dead serious. Like
We're
there's been
actually
so many
human
people who stop by
beings.
my channel, like and
So
everyone's
close.
channels
We're
who I see. They're
human
just like,
beings.
But
hey
we
man,
do
love the
math.
cast. Hey man, it's just like a lot of
Yeah.
first time messages and a lot of offline follows. I'm like, who are these people? But like they come by and say, we love the cast. I'm just like,
I mean,
I love
every
you.
stream,
Put an offline follow one day.
especially the like anything like, you know, especially like the sub 200, 100 viewers average, like you're basically, your stream is basically functioning off of like your 5 or so regulars. You know, there's always like 5 or so, like a handful of just fucking homies that
Dude,
are
shout out
there
to regulars.
I
carrying
know,
chat,
the
dude.
fucking regulars, dude.
The fucking second you hit the go live button, you're on your fucking starting screen. You haven't even shown up on screen yet, and they're already spamming shit in your chat like that. Like those people. Oh my goodness, man! Like what would we do without those people?
Fuck.
pass
like-
the fuck out.
Go back to
Probably,
college or something.
Yeah.
That would suck.
Let me get a job. Wait.
All right.
Max, you asked a question on the Twitter thing. You
Did
said,
I?
please tell the story of the girls with the same name.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I
did say
forgot
that.
about that.
That's a good story.
That's a good
Wait,
story.
what is
There's
this?
another female women related story. Jesus. Hamsey.
Oh my god.
Did we get, that's a good one. We can do that and move into to Twitter. That's a good
Sounds
segue.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Let's do it.
are you gonna
Let's
make
do
me
it.
relive this again?
Yes.
My back literally still has not recovered from how hard I cringed.
Yeah. No, I want to watch you go through this again. Please tell a story.
Okay,
You can do a short version if you
so
want.
This is a
If you want, only if you want that.
Spark notes if you want.
there's a lot of layers to this story. Okay, so this was back in college, of course, and
Your
It
mescaline scorpion.
no mescaline, anything involved. Basically, I had just moved in. This was my sophomore year. I had just moved into a big party house, and it was located just behind the freshman girls' dorm. So naturally, there was always freshman girls, you know, walking back and forth past my house. They would see us, you know, music blasting from the house, lights, and there would be a constant flow of girls just constantly coming into our house. I was meeting a lot of girls at the time, and
Yeah.
know, getting numbers, and it wasn't always like, you know, I'm getting your number because I'm trying to hook up with you. I'm getting numbers from anyone that I can. I'm just trying to like network as much as possible at the time. So I'm dishing my number out left and fucking right, you know, like, hey, you've got a crew of friends, like let's connect, like whatever, like obviously some of them I'm trying to, you know, it's a little bit deeper than that, but a lot of it was just, you know, hey, let's just know each other, like there's, you know, we're going to college together, hey. And then
I'm sure.
so my roommate
yeah,
was
yeah.
dating this girl. He started dating this girl, and she had a friend, her name was Maria, and I was pretty
Maria.
into Maria, and I told him, I was like, yo, like I'm into your girl's friend. And
Happened to your girl.
there was one day where he was out. I knew he was out with his girl, and I knew Maria was with them. And so I get a text from my boy Frank, and he's like, yo, you should hook up with Maria. And at like literally like one tick off, I get a text from an unknown number being like, hey, it's Maria. And so I don't even answer Frank. I'm just like, oh, dude, he fucking hooked me up. Like, he gave her my number. Like, this is clearly, her texting me now. And I was like, hey, like, what's up? Like, this is great. Like, I got the fucking alley-oop right now. So we end up talking. We are texting back and forth for like a week straight. And then it comes down to like, it was like a Sunday, Monday night. The weekend had just winded down. There weren't any crazy parties going on. I was like, hey, why don't you come over to my house? Let's like smoke a blunt and watch some like Netflix or something. Which, and so
No, what does that mean? I'm not too sure.
I'm trying to fuck, okay? And so it was very clear what the intentions were. And so she comes over, and while she's on her way over, I'm telling my friends in my living room, I got all my boys over because this was kind of like a frat house situation where we had like all the homies hanging out at my house all the time. So I'm in the living room with my boys and I'm like, yo, just wait, dude. This girl, Maria, her name is Maria, and she's coming over right now. And she's an absolute baddie. Like, just wait till you see this girl, Maria. I told them her name a million times. I was like, Maria's coming over. And like, just wait till you see this girl that's coming. And she texts me, hey, I'm outside your door. And I go open the door, and it's not fucking Maria, dude. I mean, her name is Maria. Yes. The girl's name is Maria, but it is not the Maria that I thought I've been talking to for an entire week now.
How did this new Maria look?
Be honest.
She's really nice. Honestly, she's really nice.
Oh my
And really?
God.
So I'm like, oh my God. And it was like an unlocked memory jolted back into my head where I was like, I must have given this girl my number at some point.
Did you recognize her?
Yes, I recognized her. I knew who she was. But like I said earlier, I was just giving out my number because, like, you've got a crew of friends. It's not like I'm trying to hook up with you. It's like you've got friends as well. So like any girl that I can talk to and just, you invite one girl over. Hey, we're having a party. She brings 3 or 4. There's, bound to be like 1 or 2 hot girls in that group. So I bring her back and like... I'm like, dude, at this point, I'm panicking. I'm like, dude, do I take her like straight up to my bedroom, or do I like take her to the living room so that I don't have to take her to the bedroom? But then she's going to see the homies, and the homies are going to meet her. And so I end up choosing to take her into the living room. And all my friends are just pause champing big time. Like, okay, he's going to get it. And she walks into the living room, and she just comes in and goes, hey, I'm Maria. They all just like look at me, and as they're looking at me, dude, I'm already in my cell phone, like I'm texting into the group chat. Like I'm like, it was a Facebook group chat back then. I'm like, dude, like just guys, like let me explain like in a second. Like there's been a miscommunication here. And so I was like, you know what? Why don't we chill down here in the living room with all the boys? It's like fucking 11 dudes with this one chick.
Oh,
and I had already had the blunt rolled. It was like the most perfect. I had my one friend roll it who's better than me, and so it could be like a nice thing for him. And I was like, you know what? Like, let's just smoke this here with my 11 friends, and then
oh my God.
And then I just pulled the whole like, you know what, dude, fucking early morning tomorrow morning, I gotta actually get to bed. And she she has a good amount of like social awareness, so she was like, oh yeah, that's fine. I was gonna head back to my place anyways, even though I could see she was like confused as fuck, dude. I was totally sending her that, like, dude, can you imagine on the other end, like if a girl just told you like, hey, come over to my house, let's smoke a blunt and watch Netflix, you know? And then you go over.
You're fucking. I bet your dick was clean. Like you're ready.
Yeah,
Like,
you go over there,
that's
Kim
balls
Me's
were
like, I gotta go to
shaved,
bed.
for
You're just like, what the fuck? So luckily, she was very, you know, she has a brain on her, so she was like, "Oh yeah, okay, I'm confused as fuck, but like, I guess I'll just bounce."
Oh my god. It's so funny.
And then I go knock on my roommate Frank's door. I'm like, Frank, what the fuck, dude? I was like, you gave my number to the wrong Maria. And he's like, I never gave your number to any Maria. He's like, I just put in a word for you. He's like, I put in a fucking word for you. I never gave her your number, dude. Do your own fucking work. He's like, I never gave her your number. I was like, dude, look at this text message. Like, she sent, like, he's like, you gave her your own number, dude. And bro, the texts came in within 5 minutes of each other. Like him telling me you should hook up with Maria, and then a number that I do not have saved. Hey, this is Maria. Like, what else am I supposed to think?
That's honestly, this is an act of God. This is my favorite story you have, honestly.
Yeah.
That's like from a movie, like literally.
that RNG?
Oh my god.
Unlucky,
Such
bro.
a good story.
Do
I
you,
still
do you
cannot
ever end up-
believe that it was real life. Like this really happened to me, man.
With other
Damn.
Maria, did you ever talk to her?
You ever smash her or
Oh,
what?
dude. And you know what, man? I
That'd have been a good
always, like,
icebreaker.
you know, I always thought about like if only I could.
That was
I
the
would
one that
love,
got
like,
away.
even if like, it's not gonna like spark anything, like I would love for her to know that that happened. Like I thought I was talking to you for a whole week. Like in my mind, dude, we had like a serious connection. And it
Oh
was
my
never-
god.
No, dude.
Oh my
Like, we talked for,
god.
Dude, we talked for like a whole week. There was even one
You
point
catfished
during the week-
yourself, dude.
Yeah. And
Catfished
I
myself hard.
thought I loved her, but turned out she was ugly, bro. Like what?
and this whole time, the girl that I'm like falling in love with doesn't even know me besides like the one time we met.
That's
And there was
so
even one
crazy.
point where I had texted her. There was one point during the weekend where I kind of was like trying to like call her over on like a drunk late night Friday night or something. And I was like, oh, like, I wish I could have seen you tonight. And she's like, dude, you saw me tonight. Don't you remember we talked? And I was like, oh, like I was just drunk. Maybe I just like don't remember. Ha, like played it off.
That's so awful.
That's a great story. I'm glad
That's
you
so
mentioned that,
awful.
Max.
Man, what I
Oh,
would
yeah,
give
it's such a good story, bro.
those whole text message conversation back if I could somehow extract that from the web.
That's
so
honestly, it's just so beautiful, all of it. It's
It
a
is
perfect
beautiful.
symphony. You ever
Well-
talk to her again after that? What happened?
No
I
shot.
never talked to either one of them.
Yeah, you can't
You-
fuck
you
with
didn't
Maria's
explain?
ever again.
You didn't be
I mean,
like,
the thing
hey,
is-
I thought you were someone else. I'm sorry.
I thought
Hey,
you
I
were
thought you were
someone-
hotter.
You
My
know
bad.
what, dude? I saw both of them like throughout the next couple years, like just like bumped into, like not bumped into them, but like would see them out, and I would always just think like, man, Maria, who I was into, ended up going on to becoming the manager of the hockey team, and
Well-
just kidding.
Didn't you make out, dude? Dude, didn't you hook up with two different Harley Quinns at the same party?
I
Holy
did,
shit.
yeah, and I was also dressed as Harley Quinn. Dude, they were loving it, man. They were loving it, dude. It was that one.
Holy
It was that
fuck.
one. It was that one Halloween where every girl was going as Harley Quinn.
That's been like, that was like 3 Halloweens minimum. Dude.
The first one, you know, the first one where they were the
Was that
first
Yeah, when
First
Suicide
Suicide
Squad or
Squad
whatever was like
one?
actually
literally
released, yeah.
every girl. There was one Halloween where it was like the costume to have, and I was like, I'm just gonna go as fucking Harley Quinn, and it was like the best night of my life.
Easy.
It's big brain, dude. Holy shit.
That's so funny. T-Pop, what do you have for us this week for the workshop?
Oh, okay. So I have what I'm about to bring to you is essentially 2-layered. Our wonderful listeners have decided to reach out to me in my Twitter message request to offer help during our Twitter workshops. I received a message request suggesting tweet I could do, and instead of me bringing it forward, I thought I would bring it forward to you guys. So this is a random viewer, a random listener who gave me this tweet, and I quote, "Here's a freebie for your Twitter workshop. So if you'd like to potentially get a decent tweet featured on the podcast, send them to me, and if it's good, maybe I read it." And we're gonna read this one because it's the only one that I have. So,
bring it on.
I went to your homeworld and nobody knew you.
That's stupid. So stupid.
It's so dumb. That's worse than your tweets. That's genuinely worse than your tweets. The only way that would be funny is if it was on like some turbo deep fried meme of a kid.
Who sent you that, dude? What's the user? Drop the name.
I will
Drop the
not
name.
expose. This is a very nice thing to do, so I will not expose. Okay.
If Marsa deep fried that and tweeted it, I would like it. There's no other way I would like that tweet. Honestly,
Put something about a juicy pussy in there. I'll like it. But
All
outside
right,
of that,
so there you go. If you think you have something better than that, hit up my Twitter DMs and maybe I'll read it. Maybe I'll read the worst one and the best one.
Oh my god.
Anyways, that was a great one. Moving on to my moving on to my drafts this week.
I go from here.
That's why I started with that one.
You say that.
Okie dokie. So one of these was actually a quote that was said from this actual podcast. Someone said it and I was like, yo, that's a fucking sick tweet. So then I put it down on my drafts real quick, live from, just recently happened. If I get addicted to heroin, I'll let you know.
Wait, didn't I just say that?
I think
Wasn't
that's a
that
pretty...
this episode? Am I
Yes,
correct?
no, that's
You
what I
did-
said.
you did say
No,
that. You
that's
did say that.
That's from this episode. You said that, and I was like, oh
Oh
shit.
my God.
I was like, oh shit.
Dude, you ever
That's
see
a
your
good
friends
tweet.
tweet something and then you're just like, I said that?
Yeah, dude, I grabbed. Tasty said that. I was like, oh shit, that's a good tweet, and I grabbed my phone and I put it in my drafts.
So I have one of my best friends is like, I don't want to. It's a little doxing if I say who he is, but I have a friend who's famous on TikTok, and he makes like TikToks like making fun of like office culture and stuff. And I'll see him post something, and I'll be like, dude, this was our conversation that we had yesterday.
Wait, you're friends with Charlie D'Amelio?
Not that person.
I'm sorry, my next draft. One small step for man, one giant leap for anime women.
You physically hurt me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if I get addicted to heroin, I'll let you know is like a heater tweet, but I'll let you tweet that one.
I'm not gonna tweet that one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll have to work on those ones.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't think there's anywhere to really.
This is a poor week. This is a very weak week.
Remember, Twitter at TPapaTV. There you go. I need help.
I got one
too.
decent one, honestly.
Let's hear it.
I don't know if I should tweet this though. Call me Roy G. Biv because I am visibly on the spectrum.
You should definitely tweet that.
I like it.
That's pretty good.
That's a fucking banger, dude.
Yeah, that's a heater.
The layers to that are amazing, man. That's an instant.
Yep, rainbows do have layers.
It's got a few of those.
Man. Can I just tweet Hamsey does meth or Ted Cruz does meth?
He does meth. Tune in this week to find out
Cruz
why.
too. At Ted Cruz, it'll pop off. At Ted Cruz, it'll pop off, and there's no way it doesn't get on one of his assistants' radars. Like, why did that just blow up in the RuneScape section?
Did meth.
There you go.
Ted Cruz did meth. Oh
You can't start it with the at though, otherwise it won't show up on your timeline.
So I only have 2 drafts. And one of them, dude, I don't even remember tweeting or putting this. This must have been from a long time ago. You either die a hardcore Iron Man or live long enough to see yourself become a UIM.
Disgusting.
Gross.
And then I have
I
another
kind of
one.
like that, not gonna lie. That's like
No,
clean.
just
Got
the
some appeal.
concept in general, not the tweet. Just the concept.
I have another one. Damn girl, are you T Papa Scythe during Tob? Because you are crushing it right now.
That's a 10 out of 10. Bro.
That's pretty good.
I'm just gonna fucking send that one right now.
bro.
I sent my Roy G. Biv one, and I commented that my parents had me tested for autism, so I can tweet this.
Oh my god. All right, the heroin has been put out.
Oh yeah, wow. We both just. If
No,
I
this
get
is-
oh wow, we all just fucking full sent right now. Huh?
Yeah. No, it looks great.
Should
on
I
the
just tweet
timeline.
Ted Cruz does meth?
Yes.
do period space at Ted Cruz did meth.
I will throw you guys the FRT.
Yeah. We're throwing the
Favorite
likes
retweet.
out.
It's not even called a favorite anymore. It's called a like.
Yeah.
I remember
Man,
when
what should I tweet? I never have like I never have as like text posts like you guys. I always like have to have some kind of media included. Like the other day I had like that like the Twitch deals thing that was like for 48 hours only. So I just like took it and photoshopped a picture of a shirt that said "come" and put it like in the Twitch store. And I was like, if you guys want some Twitch merch, you can get it for 20% off in the next 48 hours. And like people thought it was like too real, and so I didn't like see the shirt, so I just deleted it.
People thought it was too real.
Man.
Yeah, someone was like, I just went to the store and checked, and that shirt isn't there. And I was like, obviously Twitch isn't selling a shirt that says "come" on it. It's like,
I would buy that shirt. Is that everyone's Twitter workshop? Is that all we got?
Ignoble?
I'm not much of a tweeter, man. I just tweet RuneScape related, very RuneScape achievements and pictures of my face sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I'll come with one. I was not prepared today, boys. I'm sorry.
Well,
it's okay.
Mofo, did you have one or no?
No, I never have ones like that.
Okay.
If I ever want to tweet something, I just like think about it and then I edit it and then I post it. I don't mean.
Actually, no. I do have one.
Okay.
Here, let me just pull it up for my drafts. I was a little scared, but you know what? Fuck it. I'll send it.
I think it'd be funnier if you just tweeted it and then we went on our timelines and read it. No, I'm just kidding. It's
Well,
fine.
yeah, I'd rather just read it out loud. I'm addicted to RuneScape. Okay, but do you dream about it? Because I've ice barraged a bear, spilled a superstar in my purse, and 3-way switched my clothes so far this week.
Please tweet that. Please tweet that. Please tweet that.
All right. Well, after this podcast, if you don't want to watch Mr. Hamilton on Twitch, fuck you.